of the internet. How are we doing today? Welcome to the Gallant Horde. This is, I don't even know, our fifth adventure?
Fourth.
I've lost track. Fourth
Yeah.
adventure. And if you are new to, I'm just going to turn the music down a little because it's probably a bit loud. If you are new to the stream, we every week on a Saturday do a little one shot where 6 members of the Gallant Horde, which is a guild of adventurers, go off and attempt to complete a job for our Lady Bellatrix, who runs this arena of this like gladiatorial arena. So the idea is that all these people, all these creatures and items and adventures are her kind of collecting the things she needs for her next gladiatorial season. So today our adventurers are going to wander off to Hinli's Chasm and attempt to capture a fire giant for Our Lady. Before we start, I might get you all just to do a real quick introduction of yourself and your character for people who are new and don't know who you are. We'll work our way around, starting with Griffin, since you're new to this.
I mean, you kind of gave away the lead by saying my name, but I'm Griffin. I am an illustrator. I do a lot of D&D Kickstarters and such, and otherwise full of nonsense and storytelling. So, hi.
And your character?
Oh, I'm sorry. Elena is a twin sister of my usual character, and I am kind of exploring her for this little project.
Cool. What's her jam? You didn't tell us anything except her name, and that
She is a mystery. She cannot be contained by these narrative words flowing from my lips. No, she is a arcane rogue, arcane trickster rogue, and she is very sneaky and very stabby and very abrupt.
Excellent. Sounds good. All right, Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I play Jobin, a halfling trickster rogue as well. So.
Twinsies!
Oh, that should be fun. Krisi.
Hi, I'm Krisi, and I play Naya, who is a Twilight Domain cleric.
Good old Hela.
Yes, I'm Jamie, and I'll be playing Hela Retasfugyu, the wild magic Dragonborn sorcerer.
Leslie.
I am Leslie, and I'm playing Miz, and she is a Tiefling who is a sorceress / rogue.
Lots of rogues in this adventure. Megan.
I'm Megan. I'll be playing Eclipsis, the Drow Paladin Warlock, who just likes to hit things a lot.
You'll be going in front, apparently. Awesome. Well, without further ado, I guess, let's jump right in. So, you all find yourselves back in the lady's throne room. She is sitting on her throne, wearing yet another beautiful flowing dress. This one is like a burnt orange color, because she's trying to be thematic. And she says to you, welcome, adventurers. Today you will be taking yourselves into Hinli's Chasm in an attempt to retrieve a fire giant for me. Once again, those of you who were here last time will be familiar with this brass globe, and you see the same artificer goblin who you saw last week. So those of you who were here last week will be familiar with him. Those of you who are new have not seen him before. He is much older than Scrat, and is wearing like overalls, and looks vaguely singed, like he probably spends too much time experimenting with things that explode. And he comes in and he holds out this brass globe. And the lady says, so last week I didn't introduce you, which I'm still trying to learn the ways of mortals, but I suppose I should introduce you. This is Ferrin. And he calls this his Brassica globe of retrieval. And so Ferrin holds it out, and he says to you, so you touch the creature, it must be unconscious, the creature will go inside the globe, yes?
Yes, we've been
So
through this
you
before.
poke it with the ball and it traps it in the ball.
You have to say,
it's like a Pokeball. Yeah, it's like a Pokeball.
Correct. But that's not what it's called. It's called the Brassica globe of retrieval.
Yes. Reach down, pick it up.
Hela takes it. Okay, cool. And he sort of holds onto it for a second like it's very precious, and then lets go, and he goes, "It's a loner. I want it back."
Of course.
Good. And he turns off and scuttles off again. And the lady goes, "Thank you, Ferrin. Now, I have been informed by those more knowledgeable in the ways of mortals that you are a bit persnickety about agency and free will and that sort of thing. So I've decided, in my kindness and eminence, that instead of just hauling you back here once the job is completed, I will let you decide when you come back. So, to that end, if one of you during the course of your adventure utters the word Bellatrix Accipiterque, it will return you to my throne room. I strongly suggest that you do not use these words until you have achieved your objective, but I suppose if you're all dying or something, you can just come back without the giant. But I shall be slightly disappointed. Understood?
Absolutely.
Got it.
Could you say that one more
Yeah.
time?
Bellatrix Accipiterque.
Accipiterque.
Oh, I'm gonna be stuck there forever.
Accipiterque. I went to school with an Accipiterque once.
It's not her last name. It's the name of the arena, is what it is. So really, those of you who have competed in the arena would be very familiar with this phrase. And it's probably not something you would just randomly say, so, you know.
Sisters probably slurred it at me at some point.
Yes, well. Do you have any questions about this adventure? No? Do you have a means of locating this creature? Or do you need assistance with that?
I have locate creature.
So you do not require assistance with that?
I prepared these. You would think I would remember, but yes, I have locate creature. But do I know what it looks like?
Oh yes, she snaps her fingers and an image. Again, it's a small, like, it's like a small minor illusion that sort of revolves, like she's just giving you a visual of what it looks like in her hand. She's like, it looks like this, but it is a lot bigger because it's a giant. Yes?
Funny that.
Got it.
Tracks.
Excellent. So are you ready to go?
I believe so.
Sure.
Geronimo.
Very well. She snaps her fingers. And as she snaps her fingers, you find yourselves in... The first thing you notice is that it's really quite cold. And you are standing on a kind of desolate plain that just sort of it extends behind you for miles, and in front of you is a large yawning cave mouth. There is like the wind is blowing and it is cold, and it's kind of cold and dry, so it smells like dust and thousands of years of bones. And not much else. It is also eerily silent. Apart from the wind blowing, there's nothing else. There's no bird song. There's no foliage, so there's nothing rustling. The only thing you can hear is the wind and whatever on your person it can move. So hair or clothes or whatever is moving. And this yawning cave mouth in front of you. What would you like to do?
I cast Green Flame Blade and just like hold the sword close enough to me that it keeps me warm.
Fair enough.
So in my
Look
excitement,
Oh, go.
go ahead.
Go.
You go. I was gonna say, in my excitement of having locate creature, I can only do it one time because it's my I only have one 4th level spell slot. So it lasts for an hour and it lets me know when the creature's within 1,000 feet. So I guess we'll explore a little bit, but it's a one.
Yeah.
I got a little excited. Sorry.
I know we should do some tracking first to try to at least get within that proximity so we don't waste the time.
All right, Rogue's up first. Go scout it out.
Well, I'm going to track.
Are there any tracks or anything on the ground? So it's like a big open plain behind us and the cave in front of us?
There's nothing behind you. It's just like plains and wind.
Okay.
Desolate as anywhere you've ever been. It's quite creepy.
Okay.
Where are you looking? Like at the cave mouth?
Yeah, I'm in the cave mouth at the ground.
Alright, make a survival check.
Oh, I could have guided you, rats.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. There's not much here. You get the feeling that the wind may have blown away any tracks that have been here recently.
Looks good. We can carry on.
So we're assuming the chasm's inside the cave. There's not like, we're not looking at the cave and the chasm just happens to be like behind us or anything.
I mean, you can turn around and have a look if you want.
This is a good point, yes.
Yeah.
I gotta have a look around.
Sure.
Guidance, I'll guide you. You get a
Beautiful.
D4.
Well then, let's add on top of that then. So that is a 24.
No, there's nothing behind you. It's just plains and plains of very much emptiness and wind and very uninviting. You're pretty sure that the intention is for you to go into the cave. This is why the lady has dropped you in this spot.
Going from a desert to this horrible place. All right, let's get moving.
So you're going into the cave?
Yep.
What is your marching order?
Forward.
So I'm a chicken, but I can see for 300 feet once it gets dark, so I should probably be somewhere near the front.
So it's quite wide.
I
Like
will-
the entrance to the cave is quite wide from outside. Like you could probably go in 2 sets of 3. Like
Okay.
you wouldn't need
I
to.
want to be right in front of Eclipsis.
Fair enough.
Because I figure if we encounter something, I can make a quick flinch, get around it, and then surprise, wham.
Fair enough. All right.
I'm gonna be at the very far back.
Okay.
Same.
All
You're
right.
on the front as well.
So it's just Jobin and I and Eclipsis in the front,
Um,
and,
No.
and then
no,
Elaine
Yeah,
is
I'm in
in
front of
it.
Eclipsis.
Yeah.
okay.
All right. So you enter the cave. The moment you get inside, obviously you are now sheltered from the wind. So it's not quite as bitingly cold because you're not being blown. This wind isn't blowing at you anymore. But it's replaced now with complete silence, which is its own kind of creepiness, right? Because the wind was providing a certain amount of noise, but now you're in this oppressive dark cave, and it is completely silent apart from whatever noise you're making. And it feels... It's not particularly small, like there's a fair amount of space around you, but it still feels oppressive and really old. And you can't, like it you can see in it, but it kind of goes in, and it's just darkness in the distance, and it sort of appears to narrow, so that as you move into it, it's going to get narrower and narrower.
Is anyone opposed to me having a lantern going, just so we have some directional light source? a bunch of us have dark vision, but like sometimes it's still a benefit to have a obvious target that anything that sees us is going to aim at.
Sure.
And you want to be that target.
Yes, that is one of my specialties. But yeah, so okay, I'll activate a lantern and
Okay.
or fill the oil, light it, all that stuff, and kind of just stay as the central lead.
All right. So what you've realized now that you've walked into the cave is you're at the entrance to a tunnel. Like it moves in and it gets gradually narrower. So you can sort of see whatever your individual seeingness. Wow, words. That far in front of you. But it literally just seems to do this for as far as you can see. And it's getting narrower. So you're going to be able to get like maybe 80 feet in, and you're going to have to move down to being side by side in order to keep moving forward.
Is there anything interesting in the area that we are in before we head forward?
Define interesting.
Any, I don't know, evidence of people moving around or like footprints or
Make
dead bodies or
a
anything?
perception or investigation check depending on how closely you're looking.
Okay. Save so. 18.
There's not a lot. It's pretty much just a tunnel that seems to have been carved out of a rock face in the middle of nowhere. It definitely has the feel of this is an entrance to somewhere, rather than somewhere that gets used a lot, if that makes sense. Like whatever's in here doesn't come out very much. It's just a gateway kind of vibe.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on the ceiling to make sure that there's nothing up there.
Wise. Make a perception check.
Guidance.
Thank you. Oh boy. Okay. That is a 13.
You do not see anything on the ceiling.
Beautiful. Just gonna keep my eye out there just in case.
Fair enough.
And I guess unless we're going in a general downward slope, just keeping an eye out that we don't suddenly get to like focusing on this chasm thing, right? That should be
Yep.
maybe like a drop
It is
off.
definitely trending downwards. Like you
Okay.
are walking on a slope that is sloping downwards.
Okay.
But it's not like, you know, it's a reasonably comfortable slope to walk on.
Okay.
All right, so you reach the point where you have to go 2 by 2. So I need you to decide what order you're going in your 2 by 2-ness.
Front.
All right. So we have
And
Elena,
who's next to me?
Yeah, I can go next to him.
Elena and Jobin,
Oh.
and then
I guess me
I'll go in the
and
middle.
yeah.
I'll be at the end.
Eclipsis and Naya, and then Miz and Hela bringing up the rear. All right.
Folks behind me can just grab my tail whenever they're trying to do something, so I know to guide you. You have my permission.
Cool. All right. Can I get someone to roll me a d6, please?
Okay.
That's like you're on. Okay.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
I'll die.
Excellent. All right, so you keep moving down this tunnel for a while, and it comes to, and it sort of opens out into a, not a large cabin, but like a sort of smallish cavernous area. It's small enough that those of you with at least 60 feet of vision at the moment, which I think is all of you because you have a lamp, can see that it like opens out and then it carries on ahead of you again. Do you want to do anything?
I mean,
I'm gonna,
continue.
I'm gonna walk out to the middle of the room and just kind of like do a pivot and take a good look around, see if I can spot anything valuable or draw the focus of anything threatening.
Make a perception check.
Perception. That is an 18.
An 18. let's do this. Okay, you notice that there appears to be an area of extreme, what looks like darkness, sort of to the left of you at the edge of this cavernous space. Just like an area of like blackness.
Is it magical darkness?
Can you tell? Do you have a way of telling?
Well, I can see through magical darkness, so...
No. It's not like... it's an area... Yeah, it's an area of blackness, but it's... Yeah,
Okay.
it's not see-throughable by you.
Okay.
Does anyone have that little magic-y thing where you pick up a rock and you can make it light up like a little glow thing and toss it at something? Light it up.
No, but Eclipsis, you have dancing lights.
Yeah,
right?
I can send the little ball.
See what happens.
And I have
I'm just going to prepare a firebolt.
Hela, you make a perception check for me as well, please. Since you were looking at the roof.
Oh, yep, cool.
And you're probably not guided still.
Jesus Christ. Cool. Wait, sorry, did you give me guidance for that?
Well, you had it for a minute, but it's probably been more than a minute.
No, it's been more than... Yeah.
Probably.
So,
Yeah. Cool. So that is just a 12.
Roof seems okay. Were you throwing something or doing something? What were you doing?
I'm just preparing a firebolt because everyone stopped and started doing things, so I'm just getting ready just in case.
Alright. Eclipsis.
I will, at Naya's suggestion, I'll just make one big orb and, launch it towards this blackness.
Okay. So, as it hits it, you notice it is solid-ish, and it kind of wobbles like jelly.
Oh. Like that.
And Elena, I need you to make a dex save, please. As the one that Hela didn't see on the roof falls on you.
I do have a staff of warning, if that matters.
What does that do?
Bowl full of jelly.
Means we can't be sneak attacked. Like, surprise attacked.
Well, it just dropped. I don't know that that's
Cool.
really... I mean, I suppose it's a bit surprising, but...
I rolled a 16 with a +6, so I'm okay, probably.
19, yeah, okay. So you manage to... You hear the terrible jelly noise of it going bloop as it lets go, and you manage to dodge, and it lands beside you. And what you see is a large mass of what looks like black jelly. It's disgusting. And since you can't be surprised, we'll roll some initiative at this juncture.
And Eclipsis has advantage.
Woo!
Yeah, no, as it lands next to me, I just kind of turn to everyone else as I take 2 steps back, and I'm like, guys, I can't tell if it's looking at me or not.
Well, I'm glad I have the advantage, but it really didn't help that much, because I got a natural 1 and then a 4.
Wow, good job.
Fortunately,
Fortunately, these
18.
things have a -3 to dexterity, so you know. Alright, anyone over 20?
No.
24.
Jobin. Over 15?
19.
19, Hela?
Yep.
What was yours, Elena?
18 for Elena.
Over 10. Oh wow. Over 5.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Eclipsis?
boy.
4?
4.
Miz?
3.
Ooh. What's your
Oh, boy.
dexterity, Miz? I'm sure it's more than -3.
Oh, yeah. It's a +2.
Cool.
Yes, I rolled
Alright.
a 1, so yeah.
So, Jobin, you're up first. You've just watched this black jelly thing fall from the ceiling and just miss Elena as she dodges out the way. What would you like to do?
So it's right next to me as well. Then I was next to her.
Yes, I guess it would be.
Okay.
Well, no, because Elena said she went into the middle of the chamber. So unless you actually followed her to the middle of the chamber.
Okay. No, I was back, just
Yeah.
staying. All right. So then I will, I guess, go ahead and run forward and attack it with my short sword.
Okay. Oh yes.
That is natural 20.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Good start.
That's a good start.
Very
Yes.
nice.
So that's
I'm just gonna put some scary music on. Hopefully that's not too loud. Okay. So you're stabbing it.
so. Yes, I'm stabbing with my short sword. So is this one engaged with Elena?
I would say yes because it was trying to drop on her head.
Okay.
I mean, we've been flirting. I don't know if we're engaged yet. That's getting ahead.
So that's okay.
Oh, British.
You're not British.
So do I?
Oh,
Sorry,
So
carry
do I
on.
double my? Do I double my normal damage, or do I double my sneak attack damage?
Yes. So the way we do crits in the world of Jax is you roll damage and then you add the maximum of the dice that you rolled to that damage. So if you're rolling
So then that
d6s, you add a 6 for
Yeah,
each
so-
d6 you roll, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. So 5 of them would be 30, and so that would be 60 damage.
Yes.
that right?
No. So you roll the dice. 5
Yes.
of them would. So you're rolling 5d6.
Yes.
So you roll the dice, and then you add
Yes.
30 to whatever you roll.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay. So that's 15.
What are you stabbing it with?
18. My short sword?
That is a non-magical thing, right?
Correct.
Ooh.
Cool. All right.
All right,
So how
so
much
that was
damage is that?
Oh, so that was sorry. The 18 plus 5 is 23 plus 30, so 55.
Wow. Good job. All right. Cool. All right. So, your weapon, when you stab it into this creature,
No.
Oh.
gets corroded.
Ah,
And it
Rats.
has a permanent -1 penalty to damage rolls as a result.
all right. And so I'm going to bonus action disengage and step a few feet away.
Okay.
So
Oh
obviously
wait, you
it's-
also
Oh.
you also take damage because that was a melee attack. So you take 2
That was
points of acid damage as you stab this creature as well.
Good to know. Good to know.
And so how much space is there to me to get away or get past it, or
It's like
how
a
wide is-
60-foot cavern. So there's
Okay,
space.
so
Yeah,
I'll
you
just-
can get away.
yeah, I'll just
so
move.
Disengage and move
15.
away.
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay. Hela.
Beautiful. So since I was at the back, probably like 10 feet away from this thing?
Yeah,
15?
10,
something
20
like that?
feet. Yeah.
Okay, sweet as. So I am just going to back up as far as I can while still having it in view. And I'm going to let loose 2 firebolts.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that is not great. So one's a nat 1, so that's missing. The other one is a 17 to
That
hit.
hits.
Cool. So that is 2d10. Beautiful. Those 2 do. Cool. So that is Yeah, 13 points of fire damage.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you watch these firebolts like slam into the side of this wobbly creature, and oh, I missed that. That's fine. Yeah, and it seems to like actually impact it in.
Yes.
And it like it doesn't make noise. Jellies don't make noise. I just speak in noises.
Hello, grins.
Anything else?
No, other than just snarling angrily at it. I think I'm good.
Elena.
Hello. So yeah, I am going to stay about 10 feet back from it. And I am going to. So, from watching that first attack, you said it kind of eroded the thing. That was acidic, right? Like that kind of thing? Okay, well, then I'm going to risk trying Poison Spray, which is a 15 con save. With a damage of 21.
I rolled a 12. So fail.
So
21 damage.
I guess. Yep. And it does no other effect, it looks like. So, yeah,
Alright,
I will do that.
So you watch this pudding in the middle of the room get hit by this spray of poison, and it just like rears up for a second and then disintegrates onto the ground. It is done. That first hit, man. Watch it out.
Just point at that other black spot on the wall and I'm like, next.
Excellent. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
Naya.
So I'm gonna look with my Legolas eyes, and I'm going to hit the jelly with Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So it would be a Dexterity save of 16.
That was a 4 on the dice, -3.
Okay.
Or a 1.
So he now glows with a purple light.
Okay.
And everybody gets advantage on it when they go to attack him. And can I follow up with a Sacred Flame?
Yes.
So that would be another Dexterity saving throw for 16 to beat.
No.
Okay.
That dice is fired.
28. So that would be 12 points of radiant damage.
Okay. For radiant. Okay.
Yeah.
12, you said. Maths.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Wait.
And that's it.
Cool. Eclipsis.
Cool. So I'm gonna move up to the black spot on the wall.
That's now glowing with purple light.
That's now glowing purple, which is fun. And I'm going to hit it with my Warhammer, because that's what I do.
Is it a magic warhammer?
It's a +1, so I think so.
Okay, yes. So that is magical then.
Okay, cool. So, thank God for advantage. Oh, I rolled the same number twice. Okay, cool.
Oh dear.
That is a 14.
That's enough. It hits. I mean, it's a very undexy large black piece of jelly. It's not exactly AC heavy.
Fair enough. All right, so that is 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I will hit it on a return swing.
Okay.
And that is a natural 20. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
So that first attack, you take 7 points of acid damage, by the way.
Okay.
Just
Alright.
because you're real close to it and it splattered us slightly.
Yeah. Makes sense. Alright, so. Ooh, cool. That's a 9 on the dice. So that's 19, 24 points of bludgeoning
Nice.
damage.
Alright. Cool.
And then I don't
And then
think I can do.
On that attack, you take 3 points of acid damage
Okay.
from the splatter.
Oh, I
Pudding
can do
splatter. Acid pudding splatter.
a
Be a
cantrip
Scotch
as a
pudding.
bonus action, right?
Like Gallagher.
What's
like.
that? Sorry.
I could do a cantrip as a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Cool. So
Oh, yes.
I'm
Griffin,
gonna
that's
chill
the thing
touch
we're
it.
doing. Sorry.
I forgot.
Yeah. Carry on.
I'm gonna try to chill touch it.
Chill touch it.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, if I had
That
done
is
my...
a different dice, but another natural 20.
Whoa.
I'm scared to use those 2 dice again now because that's almost
They've used up
good
their
enough.
mojo.
Yeah. Okay, so D8. So
I
that's
thought of it like that.
about 32 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, it's necrotic damage. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be cold damage, which would have done nothing. Necrotic
Oh,
damage,
right.
100% kills that motherfucker though. It just like withers away on the wall and like evaporates into nothingness. It didn't even get a turn. Neither did Miz. Sorry, Miz.
That's okay. So I kind of was, so I wasn't really expecting to.
All right.
So is my -1 sword now magical because it has a number to it?
No. Sorry,
I'll
that's
just
not
sheathe
how
my.
it works.
I'll sheathe my corroded sword then.
Okay. Let's change the music away from the scary
I kind of
battle
look
music.
over at him. I'm like, I have a rapier with me that I don't typically use if you end up needing something a little more sturdy.
Okay, we'll see how things go. So that's a
Alright.
-1 to the attack going forward.
It's a -1 to the damage,
To the damage.
is what it says, yeah. So it means that from now on, after dealing damage, the weapon takes a permanent and cumulative -1 penalty to damage rolls.
Oh.
So, yeah, -1 to
Rough.
damage with that weapon, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine.
Unless you can get it fixed, I guess. But that's probably not going to happen down here. All right.
Yeah, mending. Would mending help?
I don't think
I'm okay.
mending would...
Yeah.
Let me think on that one. All right. Anyway, what are you doing?
Alright, well, first of all, looking around for any more of those bloody spots.
All right. Make a perception check.
I'll guide you this
I-
time.
I
Thank
want to
you.
make sure that the one that was on the wall wasn't blocking a exit of some kind.
Make perception or investigation, depending on how closely you are looking. Whether you're just taking a glance or actually going and...
I am
So that
definitely
is-
in the face.
That's a 17 for perception.
Okay. You look around and you can't see any more of these black areas on the walls or anything that look like they might be more of these creatures.
Oh,
I got an 18 on my check.
Nah, there's no hidden entrance behind the remnants, the necrotically
Cool.
destroyed remnants of this pudding.
All
Right
over
next
here.
to where Eclipsis is like shaking off the goo on her hammer.
The goop.
Yeah.
Is there anything left over by the goop? Did they have any fun stuff?
I mean,
Interesting stuff?
not really. No,
Eh,
they're just
okay.
they're just goop, cave dwelling goop. They don't carry treasure.
they might carry a couple of bones in them from their last meal.
Depending on how how recently they last ate.
Yeah.
Is there any skulls?
No, they're basically made of acid, so anything that was in them would be pretty heftily destroyed fairly quickly.
That's
so-
checking. My sister has a knack for collecting them. She would like a gift.
Alright, what are you doing?
I guess.
Onward.
Onward.
Yeah.
Onward? Alright. What
Lantern
is
head.
what are you in the same marching order as previously?
I'm definitely at the back still, yeah.
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 Okay. So you travel along for a bit, and after, I don't know, 20 minutes of walking or so, it sort of opens out a little bit so you can move a bit more freely, like, not into another cabin, but just the like passageway seems to open up a bit. And you keep moving, and then it's the ceiling just disappears, like it's just a cavernous space above you. And do you keep going?
Well, I'm going to be checking the walls and such around again.
All right, if you're having a look, make a perception check.
I don't even stop.
Thank you for subscribing, Kidorama.
That's a nat 1, so...
Nat
14.
1.
Yeah.
What was that? 18?
Go.
14.
14. You don't see anything that seems threatening at this time.
Okay.
Like, do we get the sense that the ceiling is high enough so that a giant can move around freely? Like,
I mean, you can't see the ceiling, so yes.
and we don't hear anything. It's
Not
still
with those
pretty
rolls,
quiet.
you don't.
Okay.
This is fair.
There's no light sources on a direction on which to go.
No,
from
the
here.
only light source is the one Elena's holding at this stage. So you're gonna keep moving forward?
Yeah.
Like the walls are
Yeah.
still in place at the moment.
Oh, okay.
It's just
And I hope people come with me, but I'm
opened up
going.
above you.
Okay.
Thank you
I
for
can
subscribing,
fly?
was it Tim? I love that everyone's subscribing. You guys rock. Sorry, I got sidetracked by notifications.
Oh, that's exciting. I was gonna say I can fly for a minute.
Do you
If
wanna-
we want to go see what's up, I could look with my Legolas eyes.
I have a feeling that giant probably isn't going to be living upwards. They're probably going to be living on the ground.
Okay.
I remember a very interesting bard who told me the tale of a giant that lived on a cloud up a beanstalk, so I'm not so sure what you're talking about.
Well, if you wish to start climbing, go ahead. I won't be catching you when you fall.
Oh, how romantic. Buffalo hooks. Onward.
Move onward then.
So you keep
Is
moving.
there? So the ceiling opens up. Are there like holes in the ground somewhere, or a big crevice or something? You know.
Do you want to look?
Sure.
I mean, the walls are still on either side of you at this point.
Yeah.
Just above you. But yeah, feel free to.
I mean,
Oh,
I don't trust it.
That's fair.
Okay.
I'll give you guidance on that.
Okay, cool, sweet. Ooh, and that was a 4 on the guidance. So that is a dirty 20.
Alright, so are you moving ahead a little bit to have a look?
I'll kind of peek my head, like kind of push the 2 rogues out of the way and kind of poke forward to look.
Alright. You
Hey,
can
hey,
see
hey,
that
hey.
a little ahead of you, one of the walls seems to kind of disappear. Like it seems to, like from the height that you can see, it's like tapering off. If you see what I mean, like to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll point at it and be like, that might be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You moving forward?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so as you move forward, you discover that yes, Eclipsis is correct, it is a thing. And the thing it is a cliff. So there is, it's like this wall kind of tapers off to the ground and then just disappears. So you're now basically presented with what looks like a very narrow, like one person at a time narrow, sort of pathway that follows the edge of the cavern, and on the left of you is just nothingness. Big empty space. This definitely resembles the chasm that this place is named after. Like you're like, aha, chasm, ta-da.
Hey, Eclipsis, can you do that light ball throw again?
Sure.
Get a little.
You'll take it and kind of like it's an actual ball, like kind of wind it up, toss it up, and hit it with her hammer like it's a baseball.
Are you going
Lair.
across or down? What are you doing?
Which way did Elena point?
You could
I
split
wanna
it
see-
and do both.
Yeah, I want to do like an angle. I want to see like how far down it goes and how far it goes, and
All right, so like a diagonal down.
Yeah.
It goes until you can't see it anymore.
unfortunate.
It's big.
Do you see any light at the bottom? Like there's lava at the bottom or something? Or
Oh, it's just dark. The side that is like a cliff face is not a straight cliff face. It's like, you know, a rocky kind of... I mean, it's steep. Climbing down it would be a challenge, but it's not like a complete cutoff. It's like, you know, like a natural...
Lean over.
yeah.
So
Like
this
someone's
is the-
cut out the top, but it's a fairly natural kind of...
Lean over to the person who mentioned flying a minute ago. I'm just like, hey, I don't know how good you are at flying, but trust fall?
This would be my first time.
Okay, I wouldn't risk that then. No. Cancel.
There was no other exits or ways to go, right? It
No,
was
this
just
tunnel
okay.
basically has led you, like, without
Here.
any other options to this point.
But there's a path on this side that we could just
Yeah.
slowly walk down. It looks like.
Yep, absolutely. There's like a clear, like someone has cut it out. Like this is a way.
Okay.
And that's
I
sorry,
brought-
that path is leading downwards.
Yep, it kind of meanders down. The whole time you've been moving, it's been going downwards. So this is continuing
Okay.
that slope, but it's just there's a big empty
So
space
is it like
beside you now.
switchbacks going down the side, or is it just kind of one straight shot that we can see so far?
I mean, it just looks like it goes straight as far as you can tell for now. But it's
Guys, I
definitely
did not-
trending, you know.
I did not bring any rope, which seems silly given how much other stuff I'm carrying, but I'm not climbing down any cliff faces. I'm just going to go this way.
I have rope.
Okay.
Well, actually, then we can all jump off the side if you want. I can take care of that, but that's
Let's
not sure if we need to go down.
let's just take a
Okay.
path, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems
Alright.
like a safer option.
So you're walking
I'll meet you guys down there if you take the other rounds.
So this is a one at a time path, I would say. What order are you going in?
I'm still at the very back.
All right, Hela at the
Very
back.
front.
Elena at the front.
I'll be next
No,
to Hela
I
in
can.
the back.
I can go second. It's fine.
And I'll go behind
Elena.
Jobin so I can look over.
Jobin, Naya.
And then I guess me.
Okay.
And then
Yep. So Elena, Jobin, Naya, Eclipsis, and Ms. Hela. Yes?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, so you start moving along this fairly narrow path down the cliff face. Elena, I need you to make a perception check, please.
Guidance.
Okay.
Or survival. Basically, this is you know, warning people of things that, you know, just keeping an eye on the path ahead and making sure that it
Remind me what guidance does?
adds
Add a
D4.
D4.
A D4.
Sorry if I get obnoxious with that.
no, that's
it's good.
the
You
best
should
thing to
use
be
it. That's
obnoxious
what it's
about.
for. Yeah, that's what it's for.
So that is a 13 with +3 from guidance.
So 16. Yep. Okay. So you managed to you know you're leading the way. You managed to let them know if there's any like treacherous gravelly bits or things people might
So-
trip up over.
I also have 10 feet of blind sight if that comes into play at this point.
Oh, good to know. Okay, cool. And you guys managed to traverse this thing for a reasonable amount of time. It's a good like half hour, and you kind of get the sense that you're heading down, but it's also kind of curving. So you're sort of curving your way. It's like you're curving your way around this chasm, but it's so huge that, you know, you can't see the other side, but it's like clearly you're working your way down like a gigantic spiral.
After like the first 15 minutes, I just start talking the whole way down, and I'm just like, guys, I am so like, I thought going for a job with somebody who could teleport us there was gonna make this easier. Everything out here is like 3 days walk, and I'm so sick, and just going forever.
Hela casts fly and then just jumps off.
Are you really doing that?
Hela
Yes, I am.
yeets from the babble. Great.
Hela yeets from the babble. Amazing. All right. First question: how long does fly last?
10 minutes.
Okay. So you drop down, and after a good, probably almost the full 10 minutes, you get to another pathway. So the vibe is definitely that this thing is going around, but it's very big. So I would say you find the pathway before your fly runs out, but yeah.
I'd be kind of hugging the cliff
Sure.
face anyway, just to keep pace with it. Beautiful. Well, then I'm just gonna land there.
I don't know where
See
it
it,
is.
like
Sorry.
trying to, I guess, like hug myself against the cliff face to keep myself a little bit sheltered as much as I can, and wait for the rest of them to arrive.
Awesome.
Cool.
And I'm just gonna occasionally kick some gravel off the edge just to see if I hear a shout.
Naya
The
nudges
reason
Jobin
I'm now
and
wearing a
says,
tiara is because someone in chat used the hats off bits thing, which means that I now have to wear a tiara until someone else uses another one.
Thank you,
Which means I
Drama.
can take it off.
Thank you. You've done great.
Elena is also wearing
Thanks,
a tiara.
Chad.
This is fantastic.
If someone else does, I mean, you can all also wear tiaras if you happen to have one handy.
Oh my god, I
don't.
do. I legit have a tiara, and I'm gonna wear it because I don't
Have a
get an
crown,
excuse to wear it enough.
But it is upstairs. So if we take a break, I will come back with the crown instead.
Excellent. All right. Anyway, moving on. So Hela, you're just gonna chill there and wait for your group to catch up?
Yep, and just keep an eye and ear out for anything
Alright.
coming up.
Okay.
Naya jabs Jobin and says, like, check on Hela, make sure she's still alive.
Yeah, I was gonna cast
So
So
message
I'm gonna
too.
point down
Okay.
where I think Hela jumped and cast a message and say, "Hello, are you okay down there?" You can reply to this message.
I prefer the silence down here.
Being strong, guys.
I will also
Okay.
cast message and say,
Oh.
next time, take me with you.
Nice.
Even though,
Alrighty.
like, yeah, obviously whispering doesn't help.
So
Elena's
The
just
rest
talking about
of
people
you-
being rude and abandoning the mission.
the rest
All right,
of
peace
you
and love, guys. Onward.
are going to. God. I'm so happy right now. You're gonna walk for a good like half an hour further before you re-find Hela again. It's a mission, and you like trudge along. You eventually catch up to your Dragonborn buddy.
I'm still
And-
talking.
Who's sitting there currently just smoking.
Hela, you're now in front because getting past you would be very difficult.
That's fine.
Okay, so you now are going to take the lead on successfully navigating this.
Oh, hey, there you
Well,
are.
yeah.
I'll guide
so
you.
tell me what you can see, or do you want to hold the lantern? If you want to hold the lantern, that'd be fine. I don't have to hold the lantern all the time. I mean, I feel comfortable holding the lantern, but since you're up front, if you want to hold the lantern, that'd be entirely acceptable.
I just cast Control Flame and hold a fire in my hands. And turn around and start walking.
I love it.
And I'll guide you for any checks.
Thank you. So that is a, you said survival or
Yep.
perception?
Yep. Yeah.
Cool. So that is a 25.
Okay. So yeah, you're
I
sweet. You carry
there's
on.
my
you
lantern while he's up
Make
front.
sure that everybody knows where all the, worrisome bits are. And eventually, after quite a lot of walking, it widens out and you hit the bottom of this gigantic cavern. And the pathway basically just disappears into the ground. And you can kind of see that there are a couple of like openings in the wall of the cavern as it goes around. But it's huge, so what do you want to do?
Did we get the sense when we saw the picture of the fire giant, like that they glow a bit, or that they are not glowy?
They probably glow
Like
a bit.
it's like the heat miser.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I
There's a
can always
couple of
look.
There's a couple entrances now that we're down at the bottom.
Yeah, there seem to be like some openings in the edge of this. So basically where you are is you're in the middle of what is just this gigantic circular space that goes up. And you've been walking for a long frickin' time around the edge of this thing. And now that you're at the bottom of it, you can see that the bottom walls have like openings in them. They're not doors, but they're like openings to tunnels.
Okay.
Or, openings to somewhere.
Like big enough for a person or a giant to go
absolutely.
through? Okay.
At
Do you think
various
it's like
sizes, they're not all the same,
Mm-hmm.
They're not
Maybe.
built. They look like they've they could be, but it's not like they're carefully structured doorways. They're, So some are like little crevices, some are like big openings, like more like cave, like naturally occurring things than built things, if that makes sense.
And still super quiet.
Yeah, still very quiet. Creepily quiet. Like this whole time it's been like almost oppressively silent.
Except for Elena.
And Elena, okay, apart from Elena's non-stop babbling.
As everyone's trying to figure out the arches and stuff, Elena just takes her shoes off, sits on the floor, and starts eating a snack and drinking some wine out of a skin. And it's just like, did you guys want any?
Bonk on the head with my staff and continue upwards.
Hey. Shit.
What's the temperature like? Does it feel warmer down here, or?
It does seem like it's getting a little warmer, yes. But it's not hot, but it's warmer than it was at the top.
Should we head towards a larger opening in case that would be giant-sized?
Should we look for tracks?
Or see if one of the cave entrances is warmer than others.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
That one.
That's a good idea.
Alright. Whoever's checking for temperature, make a perception check.
Literally
guide
playing hot or colder.
Yep. I love it.
20, not a natural 20, but 20.
Alright, so you kind of wander along the edge for a bit, and there's a definite temperature difference between some of these things. Some of them are blowing cold wind, or like, not really wind, but there's definitely cold air. Others are warmer. Like there's a variety of options, and you do find one that is clearly, it's a fairly large entrance, and it's warm. Can't believe we're playing hot or colder right now. That's really funny.
That was really smart.
Yeah. That's why I asked about the temperature. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Very
check for
good
tracks.
Yeah, I'll just kind of let everybody know, and I will also cast ominous whispers behind Elena just to thaumaturgy.
No, God, no. Oh, no. I thought somebody was there.
Hela, you were checking for tracks?
Yes.
Okay.
What would that be?
Survival.
Survival? Cool. That is a solid 7.
Well done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a rock floor. It's pretty hard to leave tracks on a rock floor anyway, so yeah, you don't find much.
Worth a try. Shall we attempt the locate creature, or?
I was gonna say, if we want to go down the warmer tunnel a little bit and just see and try and save that spell. But if it seems like we're going in that direction and not having any luck, then we could do it.
Fair enough. Let's give it a try.
All right, so you're going down the big warm tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. As you're heading towards it, shut up, Griffin. As you're heading towards it, my brain went there too halfway through the sentence, and I was like, no. I would like you all, please, to make a perception check before you get to it.
All of us?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guide myself.
Cool. I got a 14.
18.
16.
16.
Oh, hang on, fumble. So it's 15 plus perception, 18? No, 20. 20.
Did anyone get less than 15? All right. Those of you who got more than 15, you start to hear like you hear like a sharp cracking noise, and then you hear a rumbling noise, and it's just enough to give you an opportunity to dodge the rockfall from above you. So I'm gonna need the 4 of you who got 15s to roll a dex save with advantage, and the other 2 to just roll a standard dex save, because you apparently didn't notice.
What about my staff of warning?
Ah, damn your staff of warning. All right, you all get advantage because of Hela's staff of warning.
Yes.
I didn't think that worked against an animate, but that's neat. I'm here for it.
Oh, thank God.
So it's a dexterity save?
Dexterity save to dodge the falling rocks. Because
I got a 16.
sometimes you've just got to do a rocks fall when you're in a cave.
Also got a 16.
23.
A 14.
5.
5. Oh no.
Ooh.
I got a natural 1 and a 5.
Wow.
Because
I got a natural 1 and a 14, so I'm super happy for that advantage.
All right. It's not a big rock fall, you'll be glad to know.
okay, that's good.
Right, hang on. That was... All right. Oh, jeez, it's a really tiny one because I rolled stupid damage. That's a whopping 6 points of bludgeoning damage for Eclipsis.
Cool.
And 3 for the rest of you. As you get hit by some rocks that apparently were much smaller than they sounded.
So can I use evasion for that?
Yes. Yes.
Does that mean it goes to 0?
Yes. So
Okay.
if the other rogues have evasion, you can do that also. Or anyone
So
else.
as the rocks are falling, Eclipsis gets hit as she realizes that I'm hidden behind her. As she's like,
Nice. All right.
She holds the hammer, looks at you, looks at the hammer, looks at you. Kind of mumbles to herself.
There wasn't a doorway. You were just the thing that was safest under.
So Eclipsis, you're down like 16-ish. Like, how are you health-wise? Because you got...
pretty good. I'm at
Okay.
50 hit points, so
Okay.
safe for now.
Ellie.
Okay.
Ellie's a tanky. All right.
Okay.
And then you go into your tunnel, I assume.
It was a natural rock fall, not somebody pushing
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
on.
Yeah, it was just you're in a cave, and so there has
Okay,
to be a
that's
rock
fair.
fall. That's my like because of the rocks fall, everyone dies thing. You've got to do it at least once if you get the opportunity, right? All right. So you go into this cave. What order are you going in? It's fairly large. It's probably like 15 foot across, so you can get like 3 of you abreast if you want to.
Get right behind the Dragonborn. I'm just like, you're the leader now. Go.
I was wondering if
Yay.
Hela warned everybody but Elena about the rocks.
Message. No, message.
I picture it more as rocks are falling, pass it on, but not to Elena.
Poor Elena. It's her first mission, you guys.
Oh,
All right.
But that's the thing. You gotta mess with the noob.
yeah.
You're being hazed. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
All right, guess I'm taking point then. I guess.
All right.
I'll come next to you.
And I'll be in the front too, just gazing.
So, what is your? Are you just strolling down this thing, or what are you doing? What?
Reservoir dog style. Slow mo.
And I would say we should. So it's still just darkness in front of us for quite a while.
Yeah. It's a little. This one is not as. This one seems a little more windy, so you can't see as far ahead of you as you could with the other. But it's as dark as far as you can see.
I can stealth ahead, but I'd have to have a light anyway. So
Well, I can share my vision.
Dark vision.
If we're getting close, it'll last an hour,
if you did
and
that, then I
we
would
don't have to have any light. Yeah. So I'll say, gather around, my friends, and you guys. That your eyes will sort of gleam with like a silver light, and then kind of be like witchery eyes, where we can all just gaze and see for 300 feet. Dark vision.
Cool. All right. So
Helpful.
everyone now has dark vision for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
All right. So you're moving through this passageway, and it's wide, but it's windy. And you start to notice after, I don't know, 10 minutes of walking or so, that the walls of this passage have like almost orange veins that are glowing. So it's not lava, but it's like veins of something that is glowing orange in the walls. And yes, Elena? No?
Continue. I know what I want to do as soon as you ask, but finish.
All right. And you kind of keep moving through this passage.
Would we not? Would they know what these are? The orange veins.
If we're done with the description for now, Elena's immediately going to go over with one of her many daggers and just like jam it into one of the veins and sees like if it pries loose or leaks or something.
All right.
We'll keep walking a little bit away from this.
And she breaks away from
so
the group. It's not like she
jab your
winks
dagger
at
in,
and come with her.
and then you pull it out, and the end of it is glowing red hot.
Ooh.
Nothing leaks out of it, but it's hot, and the hole you've made is now like steaming out at you.
Ooh.
So it's
I'm gonna point and turn to the group like, be careful. Rejoin the group.
Is your dagger completely metal?
It is. Yeah, they're all just standard daggers.
It is hot in your hand as well. Then it like the heat is moving up the dagger into your hand.
Yeah, I just dropped that. That's fine.
Okay.
I have
Are
like
you
12.
leaving it
That's
there?
okay. These are for throwing. I'm just
All right.
yeah.
Cool. You're one dagger down. All right. So you keep moving through this passageway.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. After another 10 minutes of walking, as you're moving through it, there are more and more of these kind of weird veins of heated something or other. And then you get to, it like opens out, and there's a small platform in front of you that leads onto what would be a rope bridge, except it's made of steel. And it's going over, very clearly, a river of lava.
I'm gonna guess that bridge is harder than I want it to be.
So is the bridge hot to the touch?
Yes.
Elena just kind of like leans back and looks at Eclipsis and is like, "Can you carry me?"
I
All right.
mean, I could, but I'm not going to.
That's fair. It
It's
was worth
also
a try.
big. The bridge is like 15 feet across. Like, it's not designed for a small. It's not designed for a human. It's clearly large, and
Yeah.
And it is hot.
and it's made of steel, and it's over a lava river. So yes, it's hot.
Yep.
It's not like
And how far
like
is
you
it?
would be able to cross it, but it would be uncomfortable. It's not.
How
Yeah.
how far? How long is it?
It's probably 30 feet across.
So I can fly at my walking speed for 30 minutes, and I could at least carry Jobin across. I don't know how that works.
You're a furball,
I can
right?
carry. Mm-hmm.
So you could probably carry all of these people.
So if it doesn't creep you all out, I can ferry you across.
I'm gonna check under the bridge to see if there's anything like attached to the bottom of it or anything.
It's a good
It's
idea.
a troll, no. Sure, make a perception
Fair.
check. Who's
Elena's,
next
like,
climbing
right up-
over my bridge?
And it's just like at the bridge about to sprint, and then he says that, and she's like, "I'll wait."
I also have Misty Step, so I can go.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's 18.
18. There doesn't appear to be anything under this bridge, apart from a lot of lava.
I'm just gonna walk over.
Okay. Well, you like the heat,
You
probably.
heat resistant.
Oh yeah, I will too.
Yes.
I am.
Okay,
I
so
don't
you're
know why
fine.
I'm so concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jobin, I
wanna
can
try-
carry you like Luke Skywalker and Yoda, and we'll go across.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna sprint, just dash,
Okay.
and hope.
I mean, Eclipsis is just gonna shrug and be like, well, I guess I'm just... Okay, bye.
I can come back for you.
Oh, she's gonna come back.
I can drop off Jobin and then come back for you. I don't know if I can
Yeah.
carry you like Yoda, though.
Yeah.
Just impatient.
Yeah.
I would say because Eclipsis, you're wearing full metal armor, aren't you?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say...
So I'm gonna need you to make a strength check for that.
For me?
Yeah. Because Jobin is one thing, he's a halfling, but Eclipsis is a drow in full armor.
I come back feeling really strong after carrying Jobin and ready for anything.
You want
Can
to
I
give me
I
some
can't.
guidance?
I was gonna say, can I guide myself on a strength check?
Elena, running across the bridge, because you dashed, I'll halve it, so we'll make it 3 points of ouchie damage. I don't know, heat
I
damage.
rolled an 11.
And well, okay, I'll say that you can.
We would test it on the edge, not over the lava. Like we would
No.
test it before.
I would say
Over
you
the
can get
bridge.
across, but it's hard work. Like by the time you get to the other side, you're like, whew, that was a lot harder than the first one.
And I'm like, surely it's the armor. It's nothing to do with you. It's the armor moving part.
Elena, you got that heat damage, yes?
I just get to the other side. I'm like, whew. It's like that time I walked over hot coals. It's all mind over matter. Mind over matter. Ow, my feet hurt. My feet hurt so much.
All right. The other
How
side
much
is
heat
much
was
the
that?
same. There's like a platform thing going into an entrance to somewhere.
And there's nothing to the left or right that we could see
No,
with maybe some light.
No, it's like
Okay.
just a platform with this bridge across this river that obviously, yeah. Someone's made a big bridge over the river, the lava river. Someone who doesn't care about steel and heat.
Seems like we're going the right way.
Yeah.
We don't hear any like giant noise or anything talking.
perception check.
Guidance.
It's hard to hear anything over Elena.
Roll with disadvantage.
It's tempting, not gonna lie.
Perception check 21.
Oh, yes.
21. You do hear something. What you hear is what sounds like a very, like, how do I describe this without giving it away? It's fire. It sounds like flames, but extremely hot, loud flames. And very faintly you can hear like a tang, tang kind of noise.
Oh, he's
Like a
foraging.
No, I feel bad. He has interest.
So did all those bandits we killed last time.
Well, their interests were killing birds. You know, I didn't feel that bad.
Exactly. This one probably has the same interests. When we walk in, he'll probably want to kill anything else.
What are you doing?
That's true.
I'm swearing in Draconic as I try to put my shoes back on.
Can I just kind of sneak ahead a little bit and see what I see?
And I can give you guidance
Stealth-
for your perception for a minute.
stealthily?
Or
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
I'll guide you.
I also have
A stealth
invisibility.
check. Stealth, yeah. Sneaky check.
What did you say, Ms.?
Oh, I have invisibility if that
24.
Okay.
Okay.
is needed later on.
So you proceed down the passageway, and you come to it. Kind of opens up, and you can, and it's very light suddenly. Like the little glowing orange veins have been providing a certain amount of light, but like once you get to this opening, it's bright. And you look in, and you can clearly see that there's a fire giant forging something at a big fiery forge. And I think at that point we might take our break. Since you found him. So we will take a quick 10-15 minute break so that everybody can get something to drink or something to eat, whatever they need. If you are watching us, we have another giveaway. This is what we're giving away today. This is a poster. I don't know how well you can see that, but last Wolfenute, one of our people in the Wolfenute community wrote this beautiful Wolfenute toast, and another one of them illustrated it for us. So that is an A3 illustration.
Oh, that is
You
beautiful.
can see it.
Oh, that
It's
is-
really pretty.
You
So we will
lucky
send one of
duck,
those
Barry.
to one of our viewers. So let me start that giveaway in the chat. Bear with me 1 second.
Luck.
The word you need to use is exclamation point toast, because it's a toast. And did it start?
Not that we're going to be burnt into toast.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you can enter by typing exclamation point toast, and at the end of the break we will end the giveaway, pick a winner, and I will send them a copy of this pretty poster. Alright, folks, we will see you in about 10 minutes. Thank you for watching. Don't go anywhere. Mwah. Welcome back, humans of the internet.
of the internet.
This is the internet, and we are mostly humans. Alright,
not a
let's
cat.
do the giveaway. We will see who has won this pretty poster. So I'm gonna close it and pick a winner. Discarded Reality. Looks like you have won yourself a poster. Please
Nice.
send me a message. You can email me at sparrowbell@gmail.com and give me your whatever name you want it sent to, or I'll just send it to Discarded Reality, which will be funny for the postman, and your postman address, and we will get that in the post for you. Okay. We will jump right back in, yes? So you have found yourselves a fire giant lair. The fire giant appears to be working a forge at the moment. Jobin, you are right up in the front, peeking in. The rest of you are back a bit. What would you like to do?
About how far away from me is the fire giant?
Let me show you.
It's time.
Let's do this. I will move you all here.
Oh, hi.
There's a wolf in the walls.
It was meant to have fog of war in it, but apparently I didn't do that. Yeah, so he's quite a way away from you because it's a big space. I'm gonna just switch over here so that you can all see also. So they are, I've put you right all in the... Yes. And I'm gonna just change the music to this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna just scroll this so the audience can see what you can see, which is a lot of lava and a fire giant working a forge.
Anything I can see, you can see better.
While the players are figuring out what to do, I'm gonna just say that this map was created by someone called Afternoon Maps. We found them on Patreon when we were looking for a fire giant forge, and they just happened to have a fire giant forge map. You can get their maps and stuff for like $2 per map on Patreon, and they are beautiful, and they come with beautiful PDFs with a lot of instructions and information on them. Really, really gorgeous stuff. So shout out to them. I don't know even if they know we exist, but we know they exist now, and they are freaking cool.
Out of 10 would recommend.
And Adam's about to put his link in chat because, yes, because it is gorgeous. Like, it's really, really beautiful work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Where is the fire giant in here? I don't see him.
Up top. See this big
is
thing?
that...
goldish looking thing? Yeah.
Oh,
Giant glowy thing
God.
is your fire.
I was looking for like an icon or a thing, if not something that took up 9 spaces.
15 feet by 15 feet on a map. So huge is the official size. All right, so none of you have seen this yet except for Jobin. Jobin.
I would have messaged back to everybody and just told them that we've found the fire giant, so they can come forward.
Well, where are you from us?
Am I in...
You're like, so this is actually, you're further back than the map goes. Just put you on the map.
But I'm kind of just down here by the very bottom here, right?
Yeah, you're like at the entrance, peeking in. I'm assuming you're peeking in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually respond and be like, can you actually come back out here so we can talk about it without drawing attention?
And I can do, yeah, so I'll head back.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed, I'm a bit loquacious, chatty maybe, verbose. I don't know what word you want to use.
We got it. We got it.
If it would help to like distract or what have you, and go try to keep his attention. I'm pretty good at fitting in places. I come from very, high, stocky. My stock is a noble birth. I mean, I didn't have a good teacher, obviously, but I tend to be appreciated for my good graces in most scenarios, despite the annoyance.
Eclipsis is just gonna like go behind him and just, or her, and just put her hand over her mouth. Archie, I'm sorry.
That's as far as I'm aware from most of the stories. Yeah, these creatures are usually rather evil. So talking, I don't think, is going to get us very far.
But do you speak giant anyway?
Don't. I speak 5 languages. That's not one of them, unfortunately.
Well, I have invisibility that I can use on one of the rogues to get some good sneak attack, hopefully.
And I never used my 4th level, so do you have regular invisibility or greater?
Regular.
I can do greater, so that means they can attack and stay invisible, right?
Oh, that's cool.
I'm practically invisible anyway.
So we're just gonna go in like, straight to killing?
Well, unconsciousing.
I mean, yeah, I guess combat. Yeah. Go straight to attack. Okay.
We can just ask him if he wants to come along.
Maybe
Sure.
we could bribe him into being the weapon maker.
I'm new here. If you guys are here, if you guys are just gonna jump to like punch in the face, I'm fine with that. I just, I wasn't expecting it. I'm used to people who are trying to be more diplomatic, I guess.
I mean, I'm all for it. We still have our backup plan of knocking out.
Before we go too much further, I'm going to cast Aid at 3rd level on Jobin, Elena, and Miz.
Okay. What does that do?
I don't know.
No. I'm sorry, Miz. I was going to do Eclipsis because those are the 3 close
that's fine.
people.
Oh, yeah.
What did you cast?
aid, so that would give you guys 10 hit points. So your hit point raises by 10, and you get those 10 hit points.
Oh, got
Not
it.
even a temporary, it's just straight up increased health.
For 8 hours. Yeah,
So
for
10
8 hours.
Cool.
So 10 from where we
Yeah.
are, or 10 like
10.
max. Or...
10 max. Your maximum goes up 10, and you have those 10 hit points.
Yeah.
That's
So
nice.
even if you're down a little, you add 10, but your total goes up by 10.
Sweet.
Because those are our 3 close people, right? The rest of us are further back.
Oh, yes.
Like me.
So who can speak? I can speak giant. I don't mind talking. But I'm not sure how. I'm not the most charismatic. Yeah.
I
Well,
believe
I mean,
Hela
if we
here is.
did-
No.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I kind of believe Hela, this may be an evil creature, but it's worth a chat.
I mean,
It's your call.
if we
Well,
did though, like it would have to be unconscious to get into the ball. So I don't think he's just gonna like take a nap or something.
Well, I mean, it doesn't say that we have to be unconscious to get in the ball.
Yeah.
Was it,
Yeah.
that was correct?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
it
is.
is.
Yeah.
Um,
I
sorry.
did say that.
Hey, do you know any? You speak giant. Do you know any giant lullabies that you could like crash course me on real quick?
Whoa.
Make a history check.
Okay.
Giant.
I'll guide myself.
well, if we're going to do that, does anyone else have a sleep spell?
I have sleep. So a history check, I rolled 15 plus 5, so 20.
Yeah, you know a giant lullaby. A lullaby,
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
I don't
We
want
could-
to sing a giant lullaby, though.
I'm not saying it would work, but you know one.
We could,
I do have a
we
sleep
could
spell.
combine a sleep spell together. Increase its
Ooh.
potency. That could do the job.
And I have
Okay.
a charm person. I'm not sure if that would work at all. Is this a person? Is the
Oh.
Mm,
thing humanoid?
I would assume they are humanoid.
No, they're giant. Giants
At
are
a
separate
different
from
thing.
humanoids.
Okay. Fair
Are they
enough.
creatures?
Yeah.
They're humanoid is different from a giant in terms of category. So
Yeah.
Oh, giants don't they?
Oh, I see. Humanoid is not just bipedal. Got it.
Yeah. Alright,
Would've
what do you
thought
do?
While
so, yeah.
everybody's doing this, I use lay on hands on myself to heal up the few hit points I was down. And then I'm also going to take my potion of fire giant strength, coincidentally,
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
and make myself even buffer.
I'm gonna just get all my fire things.
Buried lead.
I was gonna say I'm not stealthy though, so if I'm going in and I'm hitting things.
I'm also gonna cast false
So this
life on myself.
conversation you're all having right now, how loudly are you having it?
Whispers.
Whispers. This is all stage whispers. Is that the thing?
yeah, considering we're in a cave, it probably wouldn't be the intelligent thing to be shouting.
It's mostly like charades, first word.
And while
Alright.
Elena is normally recklessly loquacious, she is intelligent, so she's not stupid enough to talk at full volume in this exact moment.
Alright, what do you do?
I casted false life on myself. I don't know if you heard that.
You cast
I
what,
just
sorry?
pulled the microphone. False life. I don't know why I pulled the microphone away as soon as I started talking.
What does false life do? I'm gonna just see if I can.
It gives me temporary. I
That's
got
a booster.
1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points for myself, so I ended up with 8.
Okay, cool.
And is everybody else looking pretty healthy going into this? I think so.
So
Okay.
My feet are a little sore, but otherwise I'm solid.
Okay.
Who's doing
Alright,
what?
well, if we want to try the diplomatic approach, we should all approach at the same time, because if one of us gets caught out sneaking off to the side, then that's going to immediately signal a fight.
Yeah.
So we approach, we speak with them. If everything goes south, we then pull out the attacks.
So what's our shtick? Like, why would he leave us home?
Good
grand
question.
adventure.
Cricket.
I mean, this seems ridiculous. Let's just go smash him, make him unconscious, put him in the ball, and go. He's not gonna fall for our tricks.
That would be preferable, yes, but...
See the point. If we want to go diplomatic, I have an approach for this. If you guys want to go in swinging, I am fine with that.
I say we try the diplomatic. It seems like it's going to be fun.
And if nothing else, it gets us closer to the target before they realize there's a problem. Theory.
Yeah.
Does anybody want invisibility before we go in?
I suggest that should happen, yes, to two people who aren't me and the translator.
Jobin?
Okay, if you want to give it to me, so I'm a little stealthier because I make a lot of noise.
Actually, if somebody has...
So I have boots of elven kind, and I don't think they're an attunement thing. Can I... Well, I don't know that your shoes are going to fit me, though.
But you had greater
Does
invisibility.
it make you silent?
You can give Eclipsis greater invisibility. That's a huge kick up.
Okay. It lasts a minute.
Oh, then yeah, we don't want to burn that before I start talking. We want to save that for after. But I also typically, when it's time for me to stab somebody, I tend to cast fog cloud around them because I can kind of sense movement more than use my eyes. So I can do that before the invisibility, and maybe that helps to mask the... I don't know.
Well, my regular invisibility lasts up to an hour.
Ooh.
Nice.
So
Gets you a one good shot in. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can get close enough without any long range stuff.
It's up to everybody.
So we'll make Eclipsis invisible.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool.
a smart choice.
Alright, you're invisible.
If they begin casting, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Smart.
Okay.
It's like an invisible hammer.
Everyone follow my lead. You're my translator.
So I'm going to be like the lady who talks to the computer.
Yes.
Okay.
You have one job. It's stupid, but you're going to do it.
Okay. I can handle that.
Alright, so you're walking into this cave, are you?
Yes.
Can you show me where you're going on the map?
Oh, from maps.
That's a good point. Have we actually seen where the giant is?
I mean, Jobin has. The rest of you haven't.
Okay.
Is it? Well, I explained where I saw him last.
Yeah. So you would have explained that he's at the back, like with the forge, doing forgey things. Alright. Elena
I just start making my way.
And now I'm with you, I guess. So who am I hearing? Well.
And I use the universal greeting to start.
So I just follow behind as well. So.
And do we have to worry about movement at the moment, or should I just
not
like
really.
put myself where I...
I
Okay.
would say just put
Well, then-
yourself where you want to go, because
Here's where I
once you
intend
get
to be.
to he would notice you about there.
And that's when I would-
and-
Like, a weep grana, weep ninny bong.
I'm sorry, what?
It's the universal greeting. You say ba weep grana, weep ninny bong, and then you offer them an energy treat. That's... No? Transformers the movie? Nobody? Okay.
Eclipsis is gonna try to sneak closer, being invisible, but
Okay.
she's gonna wait until he starts she starts talking.
Alright. Okay. So, what are you saying? I'm going to assume it's being
Greetings,
translated.
friend. That's the hope.
He
Greetings, my
turns
friend.
and he says, straight over the top of you, and Naya, you're the only one who understands him. What the hell are you doing in my home?
I repeat that to the group.
And should we just assume that or should we stop just to make sure that, because you can choose to translate things in whatever way you choose to. You can change the words and we can't tell.
I'm going to be pretty true, I think.
Okay.
He says, what's up?
So no, I'm like, I am a visiting delegate. My kingdom is seeking resources of various types, and I've heard that there are people here of fantastic forging skill, which And since you're at a forge, I presume if you are not one of them, that you must know one of them.
And I say the same thing as close to what I can remember.
Make a persuasion check.
From me?
That's a good question.
I would say it's Elena, because you're translating exactly what Elena's saying.
Uh-huh.
Adjusting it. All right, then it's Elena's persuasion check.
I'm gonna hold Elena's hand real quick and guide her.
Because you're assisting, so that can be an advantage. Well, no, let's make it a straight one, because I was going to say disadvantage because you just walked into his house.
Well,
right.
I rolled a 24 based on a 19 roll with a +5, and then I got a +3 on the guidance, so
all right.
Nice 27 to start.
All right. You see him like he was about ready to come clobber you, and then you say the stuff about people with excellent forging abilities, and he kind of stops and like primps a little bit and folds his arms and he says, continue.
I have heard that the people of this land, your fire giants, which I presume you are their leader, are fantastic makers of various crafts. Now, granted, I do not know if you have the delicacy to work on something as flimsy as what my size people would need, but if so, I would love to discuss options for our kingdoms to come to an accord of some kind, an exchange.
He like approaches you and bends down and peers at you very closely, and he says, "You are very tiny."
I am very.
I stand up taller.
Nice.
Your swords would be toothpicks.
When I heard tales told of your stature, I don't probably have never experienced this, but for people of my size, there are animals like a giraffe or an elephant that you are told are large, and then you think, yeah, those are large, and then you get there and you go, oh, those are large, and I am now feeling very diminutive in your presence.
What is this kingdom?
My parents rule an area of sun elves. We are in a region about 5 miles away from the edge of the cold land that your mountain rests upon. We can bring you there. We have methods of transportation that might make it easier for you to visit us if you would like to see our kingdom, if you're curious of such things.
Make a deception check, because now you're bullshitting him.
Yes, I am. My parents had disowned me many years ago.
And you're probably still guided.
Because it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. Oh, that went from a 13 to a 17.
Okay. Oh, that's not a d20. Hang on. Alright. He looks convinced by your story. He says, tell me more of these transportation methods.
If my valet would please present the orb of teleportation.
Did you just refer to Hela as your valet?
You thought you weren't gonna die. Now you might.
I can refer to the stuff just a little bit more. Okay. She walks up and presents the orb.
So this device is of a magical nature, and should you decide to take a nap, we can use this to bring you during that nap to our home without any stress or discomfort to you.
I don't like magic.
No, it's so icky and weird, but unfortunately I just figured it would be more comfortable than the actual walk, because, I mean, it took us forever to get here. Granted, your footsteps, you would take far less steps to get to where we'd be going, so you'd probably be fine, but I don't think you want to carry us, and you walking at our pace would be just ridiculous to you. She is very intelligent and she's very talkative, but I don't think this is gonna keep running as well as I'm hoping.
Okay. Make another persuasion check with disadvantage because he really doesn't like magic.
Gotcha.
Have I been able to creep closer without being noticed?
Make a stealthy stealth.
Okay.
With advantage because you're invisible.
I am going to pop 2 of my sorcery points to add a d4 onto his roll.
The persuasion roll.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
it would be meta for me to be pointing out that might be pointless.
If it removes it from a natural 1, then it's probably not too pointless.
Oh, but it moves it from, so the 9 gets, the 10 gets moved to a 14, so that's not terrible, but it means that we might get a softer landing than blatant failure.
So
I am gonna kind of just like look over and be like, don't translate this. Guys, we might want to be ready for this to fail.
I say something flattering to the giants to cover what?
What do you say?
Me?
Yes.
Oh.
So you're pretending to translate what he said.
I'll probably say something like, magic isn't much fun, but if it's a small price to pay for you to share your gifts with a whole nother kingdom and to earn their admiration and esteem.
Brilliant. Are you available full time?
You also make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
So in this situation, like he would know, he said he doesn't like magic, so I'm probably not going to guide myself.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes.
That'd be a 7.
7.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
Which probably works because initially I rolled really well because I rolled with advantage.
Yeah.
And that was great, but then I remembered I have disadvantage.
Ah, yes.
So I had to
you
make a
should
straight roll.
Yep.
And that was only a 10.
Okay.
So, you know.
Okay.
That's a good try, guys.
So you were doing really well. I was like, maybe we're going to avoid combat this time. That was So he looks at Elena, who has just said something to the group, and then he turns and he looks at Naya.
She smiles.
And he says, "That seemed like he didn't say that. She didn't say that much." And then he hears something. How
Clank,
close are you
clank,
at this point?
clank,
So
clank.
he would actually have moved down. He'll be like here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I would have moved myself like right up to him if I could have.
All right. So he hears something, and he's going to literally just reach out and try to grab you.
Okay.
Because you're probably within his reach there. Or he'll step to one side if he needs to. That's not a thing, but that's what he's going to do. So I'm going to just make a...
Because I'm pretty
just
sure
make,
you
like,
get disadvantage on attack rolls
'cause
against an
you're
invisible creature.
All right, so he will miss. I'm assuming because that's like a 7.
Oh yeah, that definitely doesn't hit.
So what you experience is a very large hand just missing you and like past your body. And he goes, "Someone else is in this room. You."
Can I pop out behind the anvil and just wave? I'm right here.
You see him think for a minute. He's not very smart. Hang on. You see him think for a minute and sort of count you. And then he kind of waves his arm like this. Eclipsis, make a dexterity save to avoid him smacking you. Because he
Okay.
definitely is convinced he heard something there.
All right.
This is not going the way I thought it was going to. I love it.
Good.
That's my
That's
job.
17.
What was that? 17?
Yeah.
All right, so you managed to like matrix that shit.
Yeah.
Just dodge this waving hand through the air, and he's like, I think.
And I'm over here. I'm over here. This side.
I think I will decline your kind offer. Now get out.
I do understand. I will agree to those terms. Before we go, do you have anything available for sale? Like, I'm not going to ask you to travel with, but if you're selling anything that might be useful to someone of my size, I would love to see what you have available. If nothing else, so I can at least show off.
Out of my home.
Guys, we should probably go. Have you ever seen, and then I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud into his face.
I was gonna say he's about to smack you.
Have you ever seen one of?
Alright, let's roll initiative in that case because
And Eclipsis, I give you advantage.
Sweet. Let's hope I do better than last time.
Is a nat 23.
Oh, hang on.
Nice.
Sorry.
8.
I did this before everyone. Bear with me, folks.
Initiative is not my thing today.
Edit.
It's alright, it's never my thing.
What are we doing? Hinli's Chasm. There we go. That should be right now. Right. Elena, what we got?
I have a nat 20, which is a 23 total.
Nice. Ms.
11.
Oh, that's, yep. And Jobin.
I also rolled a natural 20. It's a 26.
Nice.
Ooh.
I like how you guys are using up your natural 20s. That's lovely. Okay.
Every time I get a natural 20 on an initiative, that's always my thought is, why did I waste that here?
I don't know why I'm not on this one. Sorry. There we go. Now we're on the right map. Okay. So I'm going to put this here. So Jobin, you're up first.
So, is there a fog cloud around us? Can I see?
Yes.
Or did that
So
not
he
happen
would have
yet?
cast the fog cloud. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Could I have done my
20-foot
verbal
radius.
invisible thing when he did the fog cloud?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So
Just to clarify, I don't mind the being called he because I am a male player, but
she,
Elena is
sorry.
female, if that matters. I just
Yeah.
so the viewers are less confused, but I will answer to either.
So sorry.
fair enough.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. So what does the fog cloud do, Griffin?
You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. The sphere spreads around corners, and the area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind or moderate or generate speed or greater speed disperses it.
Okay.
But it just makes visibility
Yeah.
problematic.
It makes my visibility problematic as well.
Yes. It makes
Okay.
everyone's visibility. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so
So then
Jobin,
I'm
taking
just
that into account, what would you like to do?
Can I skirt around there's a space between the anvil and this lava river to kind of run behind him.
Yep.
So I am going to go ahead and just take my movement and dash to get behind him. So
Okay.
Honestly, that's where I thought Eclipsis was going to go, so that works.
So I'll go maybe to about right. Oh, one thing.
Is it not letting you move?
To about here.
Oh, yep. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Ooh,
Cool. That's your turn.
never seen Shadow.
That's my turn.
All right. Helena.
I am going to close directly in. I don't know, can I like get this close? Is that a thing? I don't know how this works with the giant.
In his space, but I would say no. Like he's taking up that 3x3 is what because he's a 15x15.
Okay, then yes, from here I am going to...
So if you go forward 1, you're in melee range with him, basically.
Oh, perfect, yes, then I want to do that. And rely on my blind sight to, basically with him being obscured and me being able to see, I should have advantage, which should give me a melee attack that will trigger my sneak attack if I hit.
Yep. Correct.
So rapier stab, which is abnormal for me because I'm not throwing a thing. Where the hell did I put it? Oh my god. There we go. That is a 15 plus 6, 21.
21 hits, yes.
6 damage standard, and I do not know how to roll my sneak attack on D&D Beyond. 3d6, here we go. Maybe I'll just do it manually. 2, 3. That is 9 extra on top of the 6, so 15 total.
So, there we go. That should be fixed. Hopefully everyone can hear us again. Sorry, we had technical issues.
No, I was so funny. Everyone missed my entire monologue. No, it's fine.
Alright, so you're going there so you're not standing in the lava, is what you were saying. But funnier.
If that's lava, then yes, I will move over because my feet still hurt.
Cool. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
That brings us to him. So he's surrounded by fog. That means he has disadvantage,
Yes.
I assume, on things. He is going to... What is he going to do? He's going to grab a greatsword off the top of that anvil that's next to him.
It's a pretty good sword. I mean, I was talking up his forging skills, but he's okay.
It's an alright.
He is going to attempt to stab where he thinks Elena is, in front of him. Well, were you sneaky when you moved?
Probably not. That's not.
Alright.
Probably she is
I'm going to
the least
assume he
sneaky
heard you
where
move then.
possible.
So he's going to turn and try and stab you because you're the one that he's most pissed off with. But at disadvantage because... that's a... Wow. 17 to hit. He has a major
17.
freaking plus to his hit.
17 would normally hit. I am going to burn a reaction and a spell slot to cast shield, so that'll put me up to 20, and I will not get hit.
Then he's going to do it again because he can do it twice.
And he hates magic, so that makes sense that he's going to take it out on me.
Yep. That's a 18 to hit.
Still will not connect. Shield will still be active, so
Cool. And then for his
I'll do that
bonus,
one more time.
then he is going to whistle. You hear him whistle through the
puppies.
fog. And out of these two rooms come, imagine there's a door here. Come two hellhounds. And they are going to. Oh, sorry, we didn't do that. They are going to. How far? Oh, they move fast. All right.
Yeah, they do.
10. Let's do this. Wait. So one of them is gonna come at you, Miz, because you're right there.
Yep.
And the other one is going to. Oh. So this one's gonna come at you, and this one's gonna come here, and well, it's gonna come out and attack Jobin because you're the first person that's gonna see. All right. So they are going to attempt to bite you. Looks like they only get one bite. So how far is your fog cloud? How far does it extend?
It's a 20-foot diameter.
Okay, so it's really just around the giant. Does it move with you?
No, it'll be on that point. So if he moves his... I'm sorry, it's a radius, not a diameter. But if he moves, then he will leave it eventually.
Okay. So it's a 20-foot radius.
Radius, so 40-foot diameter, yeah.
Alright, so Hela's in it, Naya's in it, Eclipsis is in it, you're in it. I would say. Alright. Does it
just doesn't reach
Jobin.
Well,
yeah,
25. If it's from where where she was, where she originally cast it, and it's only going to reach just past the back of the golem. The giant. It's not going to reach Elena.
So it is centered on my target, which would have been his face.
Yep.
Yeah.
He will be
in the middle.
In that case, it probably hits Jobin too. I would say.
It might.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, the Hellhound attacking Miz is going to try to bite you. That
I'm so sorry, Miz.
A 21 to hit.
Of course.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is 8 points of piercing damage and 4 points of fire damage.
I am resistant to fire damage.
Ah, okay, so half on the fire. And then the other one is going to attack Jobin with disadvantage because of the fog. That was a 16 and a 19, so that is 21.
Ooh.
Yes, makes it hits.
Alright. And that is 3 points of piercing damage. No, 6 points of piercing damage. Oof, and 10 points of fire damage.
Can I do uncanny dodge?
Yes. That halves it,
So
right?
then, that halves it, yeah. So, what did you say total? I'm sorry?
What did I say? 6 plus 10, 16, so 8 in total.
8, okay.
Alright. That's them. Which brings us to Miz.
Alright. I will use so I got, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Snylock Snowball Swarm.
Oh, alright.
That I am going to cast on the giant. It's only a 5-foot radius, so it should just get him.
His head.
Yeah, exactly. Just snowballs pummeling his face. And it's a dex save 15.
A dex save.
Correct.
No. That was a 6.
Alright, then he takes 12 cold damage.
12 cold.
Yes.
Alright.
And then for a bonus action, I will reach out and try to touch the Hellhound and just say bad doggy and use shocking grasp.
Okay.
And so that's 18 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Bad doggy is my favorite part of this whole thing now.
Bad dog.
Snoop poop.
Yeah, that is 9 lightning damage.
9. Alright. Cool.
And then I'm going to just stay there.
Okay. Hela.
All right. First thing I'm gonna do is use my action to summon my bat familiar onto my shoulder.
That means I'm going to go to the bat. I had a bat, because you told me about this, but it was a while back.
Yes, 'tis my little friend Kizip.
Kizip.
Yes.
I love it. Alright.
Hela is amazing with naming things.
There you go. You
And-
have a bat. I'll make
Beautiful.
it so you can use the bat.
Thank you very much. So yeah, right now Kizip's just going to be sitting on my shoulder,
Alright.
and I am going to walk over to Naya and use my... that's why it wasn't working. And use my bonus action to cast a Dragon's Breath spell on her
Okay.
and be like, you now breathe lightning. Try its ass.
Cool.
And
Jealous.
from there, I'm just going to hold my position and get ready.
Alright. Cool. That brings us to Naya. You can now breathe lightning.
Okay. So, I guess I'll act like I'm clearing my throat, and I'll try. How far away can I do it?
I would
Like, where do I
Yes.
need to be?
It's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah.
A 15-foot. Oh, okay. So with where I'm standing, would it hit Eclipsis?
Well, you can't see eclipses, so you don't know.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
But I would
Even
say
though we're right next to each other?
she's
Because
invisible.
you're invisible.
Cool, still.
Oh, right. I forgot that for a moment.
Yeah, that hasn't happened yet. In a second, you're gonna hit him, and then you'll stop being invisible. But
Yeah,
for now,
but for now,
Yeah.
Eclipsis is still invisible. So you don't know where Eclipsis is.
Well, I'm gonna do what I was thinking to do before I got the breath, and then if it fails, I'll do the breath the next time. I was gonna try and cast command on the giant,
Okay.
ooh,
and it would be a wisdom saving throw of 16.
He's not super wise. Ooh. That's a 7.
So I'm
what
going
do
to tell him to grovel,
Grovel.
oh my god!
So this last.
and as I say it, my breath gets all crackly.
How long does that last? He's gonna be so pissed when it's done.
It says he falls prone, ends its turn, and it lasts 1 round.
Okay.
So until
Alright.
my turn, I guess.
Yep. So I would say on his
And-
next turn, that's how he uses his action.
If you are
And
available
then-
full time, you get a promotion later.
And then I'll turn to Hela. Well, shit. I was thinking we could do sleep next, but that's not going to work. So I'm going to. So I'm getting nervous. I'm going to fly over. I'm on the wrong. Oh, I'm on the right thing. It's going to fly over here. Casually, kind of by the rocks. So maybe he won't see
Okay.
me when he gets up. And I guess I can still hurt him, right? Because it's not like it's a whole person or something where if you hurt him, he has to.
I don't know.
As I fly by, I can fly 30 feet, so I go kind of up in the air. Then can I blast? The lightning breath would not be a bonus
Oh.
thing, right?
No,
No,
lightning
that's
breath
action.
would be an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
So as
have
I
a look-
fly by, I'll
Hang on.
You can do it from above, which is fucking amazing.
I might just hit him with a sacred flame, like as ooh, and then I'll just kind of move away.
Huh, yeah, okay. So, damage makes no difference. Going to assume you said that in Giant.
The command?
Yeah.
I've been talking to him in Giant, so...
Alright.
I mean, I presumed that when I offered them a promotion, so... if they said it in common, I would have been very disappointed.
Alright. That's your
So
turn.
well, it's gonna blast him with a Sacred Flame.
Yep,
So it's a Dexterity saving throw.
That's actually not terrible. That is... Wait, look at the right creature. 18.
Even though he's prone.
Oh, balls. That was a natural 1.
Nice. So that's 8 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Cool.
And I can fly for a minute, so I can go in for a lightning blast next time, maybe.
Alrighty.
Okay.
That's you.
Yeah.
Eclipsis. You are invisible.
All right. Yep. So, I'm going to bonus action cast Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to hit him. So I guess it's just a straight roll because I have advantage, but because of the fog cloud, I would have disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. And my magical dark vision view doesn't help me at all, right?
I assume not, because it's not magic darkness, it's fog.
Yeah, I figured, but it was, worth a shot.
The prone? No, I don't think.
I don't think he's fallen because he hasn't actually done the thing yet.
Ah, okay. Oh, right.
Because it's command. I assume he only responds to it on his turn. I don't know.
His turn.
That's
So I wouldn't have had So then I wouldn't have had advantage on my radiant Sacred Flame.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ooh, sweet. That's a natural 19. No. I did that wrong. That's okay. Because if I had done Hexblade's Curse, I would have crit on that 19, but I didn't.
You did Thunderous Smite.
Yep, so that's okay, but that's a natural 19 plus a lot.
That'll hit him.
Yeah. Okay, so. Quite a lot. Yes. Well, because now with the added, having the fire giant strength,
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man, that stinks. That was only a 1 on the dice, but that's okay. So that's 9 points of bludgeoning damage, plus 2d6. That's 5 points of thunder damage. And we're gonna throw in a 2nd level Divine Smite.
Okay.
So that's 3d8. Ooh, yeah.
Happens to a Slim Jim.
Okay, so that's 10. So that's 18 points of radiant damage.
Sorry, what was that?
18 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that the Twitch chat currently has a prediction going on whether or not I'm going to kill the giant.
Oh,
nice.
So, I'd like to note that as you were stating that, I was curious if you were going to end with the giant or Elena. So I'm glad
I guess it depends on which direction it topples over afterwards.
I mean, there's
Fair.
that.
That's fair.
There is that. I will roll for topple, assuming it's not
You
broken
play
to time.
behind.
Okay.
See which way on the clock it goes.
Yeah.
So that was just attack number 1.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. Yeah. But the second attack is disadvantaged because of the fog cloud.
Why
and
did you
he's
not fight
prone
like
yet.
this when I was possessing you with my pirate queen? That's what I want.
I don't know.
Anyway, please continue.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a waste of a natural 20.
Oh.
But that's okay, it's still a lot. That's a 23 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. But it's gonna be less damage this time, but that's okay. And that is, okay, so that's 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do a first level smite.
I love how casual you are with that. Just like, yeah, I'll have the entree, and sure, I'll have fries on the side. That's okay.
Yeah.
And I'll burn your face off. Yeah, that's good.
Sweet potato fries. Totally.
And that's 4 more points of radiant damage.
Okay. Nice.
And
All right.
that is my turn.
That is your turn. Excellent. That brings us all the way back up to Jobin.
So am I considered to be in dim light?
Well, you're in a cloud of fog.
Yeah, it is heavily obscured. Is
So I
unfortunately
would
the
say
term.
yes.
Okay. So as the sword of solidified gloom is in my hand, I stab it to the hellhound.
Yes.
All right.
Right, Shadow Blade. Oh, that's great.
So that is 24 to hit,
Yes, that will definitely hit.
and then that is
That's a lot of counting.
yes.
Poor hellhound.
That puppy.
I'm gonna kill the fire puppy.
31 points of damage.
31. You're not gonna
So
kill the
that's
fire
eight.
puppy.
Yeah, and that's psychic damage.
Ooh.
That's psychic damage.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
And then so for my bonus action, I can also stab it with a dagger if I'd like.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do that. And that's a 19 to hit,
Yes, that hits. Poor puppy.
and then that's 6 points of damage.
6 points of stabby damage.
So, and I forgot the +5 from the first damage too, but that's okay. From the sword
Oh,
we
right.
talked about earlier, but
Yes. Okay.
I
So
forgot
that's
it.
an additional 5.
Additional 5 of psychic, yes.
Whew, okay. It is a very unhappy puppy. It's like
And then I will.
whimpering in Infernal right now.
Aww. Speak Infernal.
But that's the end of
No,
my
it doesn't actually speak Infernal. It understands Infernal, but it doesn't speak Infernal. That was flavor. It's whimpering in an Infernal accent. Okay, moving on. Elena. Sorry, Jobin, were you done?
So,
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I'm
Okay. Elena.
I need to check in with the DM on meta level. Am I allowed to poll my teammates to find out if they want me to drop the fog cloud at the end of my turn? Because it is
No,
concentration. I can't.
Because you
Okay.
can't, you're in the middle of combat, so you can
That's what I
make
thought.
the call, but you can't, yeah.
Okay.
So it's,
I will
it's a decision
hold
you
my
have to
decision.
make in 6 seconds.
Okay. So for now, I am going to rapier stab this fog-clouded jerk with my green flame blade,
Yep.
and presumably advantage because of blind sight, which means sneak attack
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
So, shoot, but that is not. I had this all set up. The stupid buttons are more complicated than I want them to be. Okay, that is a 18 to hit.
Sorry, what was that?
18?
I've heard the teen, but not the word.
8.
8. 18 does hit, yes.
So the weapon itself is a 9.
Okay.
The green flame blade attached to it is going to be an additional 6.
So that's
The
15.
sneak attack will then be an additional 14.
So that's 29.
Yes.
But part of that was fire damage?
Part of that was the green flame blade. Yes, it is fire damage.
That's fire. Okay, sorry. So what was the green flame blade?
6. So that I'm guessing lowers to 3 or nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
All right.
24.
Cool.
I'm sorry, 26.
6. Yeah.
All
right.
And then for my bonus action, I will do the poison spray again. Spell. So that's a con 15 to save against a 18 damage on poison. Oh. Comedy or tragedy, I don't know why the laughter's happening, but I never like it when the DM laughs.
I rolled a 1. That's why it's happening. Sorry, what was your damage?
18.
18. Cool. Oh. 18. Alright. That's your turn?
Oh,
wait.
That is my action and bonus action. I am gonna drop the fog cloud because I see my friend struggling with the attacks.
Okay.
And I don't know that he's gonna grovel, but I'm hoping he's gonna grovel. So I'm dropping the fog cloud and presuming this was gonna go well from here.
Alright. Which brings us to his turn. He is going to fall to his knees. And he's going to say in Giant, so only Naya can understand him. No, please stop. I like to think he did it in that exact intonation. And that's his turn. So he's now prone, like on the ground.
I am so sorry. I'm gonna run away from my camera for 1 second. I will be back way before it's my turn, I promise.
Alright. That brings us to the Hellhounds, who are both going to attempt to bite the people that they are currently engaged with. The fog cloud is gone, so it's no longer at disadvantage, Jobin. I don't think, unless you have some other reason why it's at disadvantage. But
I do not.
One is attacking Miz. That is a... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong person. I was like, a great sword? They don't have great swords. Wrong person. 14?
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Alright, and Jobin... That is a 15.
Does not hit.
Oh, that was a
16.
bad round for me, you guys. Not cool. Alright.
Almost hit.
Alright. That's them. Miz.
So I will... Sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth.
That's okay.
Use my Wand of Magic Missiles. And I will use 3 charges. So that's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 5 darts. All at the bad puppy.
The bad puppy? The one attacking you, I assume.
I said no. Yes.
I said no. I love
it. It's 22 points of force damage.
Alright.
Every pet owner ever.
Alright, so you just, these things go against this hellhound.
And then with my other hand, I'll just like point my finger at it and use Ray of Frost.
Okay. What kind of damage do the missiles do?
What was that? I'm sorry.
The missiles do force damage? Is that what you said? Yep.
Force,
okay.
yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
So 7 plus 7 is 14.
Is 14 points of damage. I did it again. 14 misses.
Oh, okay. Then that's it. I'll just keep chastising a puppy.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, did you roll an attack on your magic missiles?
No.
No,
No,
that
okay.
was, yeah.
Sorry.
Just the ray of frost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Hela, your turn.
Alright, seeing the fog disappear around me, you go, alright, don't need you anymore, get away. Because it flies off towards the ceiling, out of reach. And since he's now on his knees, I would assume this counts as prone, so I'd have disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Correct.
Cool. So I am then instead going to walk up to him and slap him with 2 sets of shocking grasp.
Okay.
Okay, so that was a 14 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, and again. Cool. Yeah, that is a lot to hit. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to assume a 16 plus a 7 hits.
Yes.
Beautiful. So, gonna do 2d8. One. Not bad. Beautiful. So that is a 11 points of lightning damage.
Lightning damage.
Courses through him, and he can't use his reaction.
He already
So
do that because he's groveling, but sure.
when you grovel, does it remove your reaction?
I think so. I think that's all you can do is grovel for a round. I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
in any
Anyway.
case, it's not reacting to things now. A lot.
Well, Ella had her fun, so now she's going to
Skedaddle.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get back and because it would have flown off towards the ceiling.
All right.
That's the end of my turn.
This giant is not looking like it's having a good day. I'm just saying.
You should have
Naya.
accepted my generous invitation.
So, I'd like to fly so that I have, like, I can get him in my, because I can see Eclipsis now. She's not
Yes.
invisible anymore,
Eclipsis
right?
stopped being invisible when she attacked. Yeah.
So, like, if I fly, I can fly 30 feet, so I'm up in the air a bit. I want to get him in a 15-foot cone
Yep.
distance.
Yep.
And then can I say, do you yield? In giant?
Sure.
So I say,
gonna
well, is that my
roll back
action if I
at you.
do?
Because it's your turn, so the command has stopped, right?
At the end of his, is it at the start of his turn that it goes for a whole round, or
I
at
think it's
mine?
the start of your turn, so it's 1 round.
Mm.
That's
Okay,
how
so-
I wouldn't, yeah.
So then, just kidding, I'll hit him with lightning. I meant to say, do you yield, but I forgot I had lightning breath in it. It comes out and just hits me. I'm like, oh no. So how do I do that? What do I do?
Dexterity saving throw from the giant.
Who at disadvantage because he hasn't gotten up.
Yep.
And what's the number to save?
You would roll 3d6 of damage if it hits.
It's a 13. I'm guessing that
Nope,
doesn't
it's
say.
save a 15.
Yeah.
So 3d6 lightning damage.
6. So I rolled 6, yeah.
6. Okay.
Yeah, 3 2s.
Alright. Cool.
And then, kind of assuming I used all my movement to get up in the air and go that far, so
I
I'm
would
just
say
flying.
if your flight speed is the same as your walking speed, then you're probably just hanging out
Mm-hmm.
there now.
Can I still Sacred Flame him?
Yeah, you haven't used a
As
bonus
a-
action.
okay. Yeah, so I'll Sacred Blade him. So it's another dexterity saving throw.
Come on, dude.
I mean, they're not very agile creatures anyway, are they?
And he's down, so I'm rolling at disadvantage. No, that was 3.
Yeah.
So 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Ow. He's still up, but only just. Alright, so that's you?
Yeah.
Eclipsis.
Eclipsis.
Look at that face.
Alright, so I will.
Oh, someone's cheering. That's the crowd, I think.
Yay!
I don't know if you can hear that. Or if it's on Twitch.
And a little.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead, and I didn't do part of
Where
the
did that
Thunder
even
Smite last time because it just.
What is... where is that coming from? Who did that? Is that on Spotify? I'm so confused.
Alright, so. Thunder Smite.
I don't know where that's coming from at all. Is that coming from...
It's
Oh,
the
Griffin.
ominous whispers that.
Oh, I have no idea. I have nothing. Eclipsis.
I don't know where it's coming from. Can you hear it? It must be on Spotify.
I could hear it.
Hang on. No.
Hmm?
Yeah, sorry guys, we've got a video playing somewhere.
But I have no idea where. Sorry. Alright.
Alright,
Okay. Oh,
So-
it's gone now. Weird. Alright. Anyway.
so bonus action Thunder
ahead.
Smite again.
Yes.
And then I roll but at advantage, so that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. So let's see, that's a d10 plus 2d6. Nice, so that's 6 plus what? I should know this by now. That's 8, 6 plus 8. Okay, so that's 14. 14 points of bludgeoning damage, plus 5 points of thunder damage. Is he still up, or should I add a smite?
No, you're done. Yeah, no, he's down. You just watch this giant, like it looks like he's about to push himself to his feet, and then he just falls over.
Right for the face. She's like waiting for it, and just as he goes to get up, right into the temple.
I am going to roll for topple because I said I would. And he's big enough that even on his knees, he's going to topple over. Starting with 1 at the top and working around.
Two.
I want to take a picture of it. It's a 2.
God damn it. Why was I rooting for my own demise?
Elena, I need you to make a dex save to dodge the giant. Please.
Dex save. It's my best save. That's a 16 plus 6. That's 22.
Alright, so the giant starts to topple over and Elena manages to just dodge out of the way so she
No,
doesn't
no,
get crushed by
Am I far enough out of the way?
falling over. Eclipsis, do you want to do anything else now that the giant has fallen
Yep.
over?
Let's see. I guess which hellhound is looking worse?
The
Well, I guess
one
I can only reach the one.
attacking Miz is looking better, slightly better than the one attacking Jobin.
Okay, can I get to him? No, I can't get to him. So I guess I have to go for the one by Jobin. That is 25 feet of movement. And then I don't get advantage on this strike, unfortunately. So let's see. I don't know which dice to use. gonna go with this one. Oh, cool. That's a natural 17 plus stuff.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So that's my D10. So that's 7 plus 8. So that's 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep, that hound is down. Just also topples over, but it doesn't attempt to squish anyone in the process.
Alright, so that is my turn.
That is your turn. Excellent. That brings us to Jobin, who just got rescued.
That was mine.
Mine now.
So, the only other thing standing is this
Is
other
the one
hellhound down
attacking
here.
Biz, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to just run straight across the giant's toppled body.
You just watch this halfling go over the top.
Oh god.
If I can get to about here. I think I can get to there with 25 of movement.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and throw my sword at this hellhound.
Okay.
The 20 to 60 range, so should still hit.
Yep.
So that's a 14. That's a non-natural 20 to hit,
Yep.
and then that is 28 points of damage. Psychic damage.
28 points of damage.
Psychic damage. Yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that kills him. That is a dead hellhound. It just
And
falls
it's
over.
gone.
That was my sad dead hellhound noise.
Listen,
Ta-da!
you're better puppy.
And that's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your
There's nothing
turn.
else around.
All right. Yeah, I mean everything is now down, so I think we're
Oh,
out of
on the
combat.
start of Elena's turn, she just turns and yells, "Don't hurt the puppies!"
Too late. The
And
puppies
she-
are dead.
and She's
Alright.
very sad.
That is
They're
They were
murder
disgusting
end of
creatures anyway.
combat. What would you like to do? I'm just going to change the music to back to creepy cave music because you're not fighting anything
Fine.
anymore.
All the things.
Just
Is,
gonna
anything-
casually stroll up to it and smack it on the head with the ball and go into.
All right. Whoop. The fire giant disappears into your brass ball.
Was there anything to loot before?
She told
Was there
you that
anything
she
to
wasn't
loot?
going to remove you until. Do you want to look around?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Look around.
How long does the lightning breath last?
Investigation. Oh, yeah.
Lightning breath lasts for a minute.
So I'm gonna finish my flight for a minute and just shoot lightning, not at my friends, but just have fun
Just
until
generally
my flight
shoot
and my
lightning. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I would do that too.
Yeah.
I must be honest.
Oh,
But
gosh.
just removes the concentration. It stops.
Oh. And I just look
Imagining
like
this
an 80
furball
sitcom,
flying
and I'm
around
like, "Aw."
trying to shoot lightning, and it's not working anymore because Hela's just like, nah, we
I land and just look sad.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright.
Alright.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Makes it happen. Investigation. Searching for treasure.
You're not a bard in this one.
It is so weird. I have a bard character that I play as a stoic, non-communicative jerk, and then I have a friggin' rogue that I play as a loquacious, babbly, also jerk.
And they're twins. They're like sisters, right?
They are, and it's great.
Yep.
They're
right.
twin sisters, and it's fantastic.
If you what are you looking? What are you doing? Where are you?
I
was
want.
gonna search.
Well,
but-
Who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
Yes.
I want a trophy because Eclipsis is a psycho who likes to collect trophies from her
Sure.
thing. So if she can get ahead of one of the hellhounds, she's gonna take it. But if she can't, she'll just settle for some tea.
Can I bring a Lyra the giant head? Is that an option? Can I gold plate it? What are we talking about?
No,
Sorry,
because she
never mind.
wants it alive. Otherwise, I
Giant
would have
is
taken the
inside the
giant's
wall
head.
right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Unconscious, yeah. Alright, Eclipsis, in that case, if you want to attempt to sever a hellhound's head, I will let you do a medicine check to see how
Okay.
successfully you can do this. How, yeah.
I use the help action.
You can
I'll just kind
help
of stand there
Eclipsis
and be
if
like,
you wish.
oh no, you want to sever from that, like a little bit, like an inch to your right,
All right.
that's
All right. Cool.
yeah.
Cool.
I'll give her guidance too.
Yay! Thanks, everybody.
I feel like you should not be enabling her psychotic tendencies, but sure.
Okay.
She reminds me of a
Thank
Lyra.
God for advantage. Oh, much better. Okay, cool. So that's 21.
Yeah, alright, you're very good at this, it turns out. You
Yeah.
managed to sever a hellhound head. They're big, though.
Cool.
It's going to be fun to carry that.
I still have fire giant strength for an hour.
Oh,
or
that's true.
Probably,
Alright, cool.
you know,
So you're just
58
wandering
minutes,
around
so.
with this hellhound head on under your arm,
Yeah.
over your shoulder or whatever, yeah. Cool. Alright, anyone else want to do anything?
Yep. Hela's gonna go, oh, Elena. Smack.
Make
Ow! Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm gonna use my ability to have advantage on that. There we go. Cool. So with that, that's a okay. Cool. So that is 14. Nope.
No,
Elena
she just
dodges
takes
your
a step back and goes, knock it off!
You dare call me a valet again, and you will wake up on fire.
Oh no, sorry, that was in character. Like, see, like we had. I don't know. Have you ever done acting exercises? I can walk you through some stuff.
Turns around, and walks away.
We'll talk later.
I want to check out the rooms and stuff.
Yeah, I would search around.
And I can I can do my Firbolg detect magic as we're wandering.
Oh.
Okay.
I just want to look for stuff that might be valuable out of the forge area, really.
Alright, if you're looking for things, make a investigation check.
Totally.
17.
12.
17.
Dirty 20.
Hang on 1 second, I have to look something up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. 17. Jobin, you find in one of, amongst the sort of crates and stuff around the forge, you find a really interesting small wooden box. Naya, this box is definitely magical.
I say, ooh, it's glowing. With magic.
Elira, listen to me. See, I'm just as bad. Elena. What did you roll?
I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You find amongst the boxes around the forge, you find a steel tube with quite pretty ornate bits on the end that are holding it closed.
I'm not even gonna try to open it. I'm just gonna tuck it away before anyone notices that I found it, and hold on to that until later.
All right.
Yeah. I just tucked my box away as well.
All right. Hello, were you looking for things?
I rolled a 12.
A 12.
Yeah.
You also find a little tube, but it's not, well, not that you would know, but it's not as pretty as...
Elena looks over at the same time and goes, "Oh, that's a neat tube! I can't believe that's. Oh, I wish I found something like that."
I'm just gonna make notes of who got what since you're all hiding your stuff.
Sorry, Elena's a Henry Rollins fan. It's just how it goes.
So yeah, you
She's a
have
liar.
a similar steel tube with things on the ends, but it's not as ornate. It's just fairly straightforward.
Do these things glow even though they've
I
hidden
was
them
gonna
away?
say, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't necessarily.
We all walk away with like glowing
hide them.
pockets.
Mrs.
would take
nice
mine to
and not
Naya and
hiding
ask.
anything. Yes, Mrs. one definitely glows. Elena, do you have anything else magical? I assume you would have other magical things on. So all of the people, because you have magical stuff on you, they have various glowing points on them. But Elena, if you want to do a sleight of hand check to see how successfully you hid that tube before anyone else saw it.
That is my specialty. That is a 28.
Yeah, no, you didn't see it. As far as you can tell, Elena's just glowing because Elena has magical items. This is your first adventure with her, so you don't know what's normal. Hela, what did you roll?
That seems so forthcoming.
Sorry?
What didn't you rolled investigation, yes?
Oh, no, I didn't yet.
I mean, you don't have to
Yeah,
look.
there's nothing. No, don't worry.
No? Okay. Eclipsis, were you looking?
No, Eclipsis is happy with her
Okay.
hellhound head.
Cool.
Can I cast identify on the little tube thingy?
Ooh.
Can you do you need to do that ritually, or can you just do it?
I can just do it.
Alright. There is something inside it that is a spell scroll.
Ooh.
And it is, I mean, you'd have to take it out and read it, I assume, to see what kind of spell scroll it is.
Okay.
It is
That's fancy.
a spell, interestingly enough, is a spell scroll of Shadowblade.
Oh.
Copycat.
I rolled for
Nice.
these things. The dice gods provide.
So how long does the identify last? Is it a long time or is it just?
It's just one item. I
It's
believe.
one
One
item,
item.
yeah.
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 But I can do it ritually later out of game. So.
Okay.
Does anyone want to do anything else?
Are there any like jewelry making things, shiny bits or bobs?
There are various, well, make an investigation check.
So I rolled a 21.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, there are various, like, there's a box of kind of various sort of gems and stones in it. And you can see in this box a opal, a sapphire, a black opal, a sapphire, and a fire opal.
Ooh.
Is there any food here?
Do you want to
no.
investigate for food?
Yes.
Sure, make an investigation check.
That's a 9. That is not as good.
No. There is no food in this forge because the fire giant is tidy and doesn't eat where he works.
Start taking a closer look at the hellhounds to see if there's like an ideal like steak that I can cut off, but I eventually just shake my head. I'm like, never mind.
No.
I can wait.
What about any like weapons that he's already done or finished pieces that we could just sell?
I mean, there's his really big greatsword, but it's like a giant-sized sword. It's not a human-sized sword.
Not carrying it.
There are a couple of other kind of daggers and things, but they're all sized up to his size, so they would be very difficult for any of you to use, I would say.
I just want to sell them maybe and split the gold. Like if I hold it when we transport back and then like
Yeah, it would go with you.
drag it around. Okay.
Yep.
then.
Just hug it.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
very big, though.
I could take a second one. I could take like a second dagger, hellhound head in one hand, giant dagger in the other.
Giant dagger. in the
Probably
other.
wield a dagger.
Alright,
Cool.
Okay. I
you all
think.
done?
Oh wait. Bellatrix Accipiterque.
Bellatrix
If we say it wrong, do we go to the wrong chimney?
gonna-
Is that how it works?
Bellatrix Accipiterque.
Diagonally.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Underdark forever.
Bellatrix Accipiterque.
Nothing
Eponius.
I have Bellatrix Accipiterque.
This is amazing. Eclipsis. Make a history check, since you're the only one who actually performed in the arena.
Okay, she's not super intelligent.
Or an intelligent check.
Yeah.
Whichever, just to see if you can remember how to pronounce it.
Okay. Ooh, that's it. It's 16.
Oh yeah, you can totally remember. You look at this lot and you're just like, you guys are morons. It's Bellatrix Accipiterque.
Okay. Why do they keep dropping that X in?
And I'll just get group tattooed.
Woof. You will feel like the heat. This is a hot fort. It's a fire giant's fort, so you've been warm. And that is transferred into the really comfortable room temperature of the lady's throne. And she is sitting there like this, shaking her head, and she's like, this is why we don't give you free will, because you screwed it up.
I mean, I understand. I would take away free will from most people if I had the option. I get that. I'm just saying.
In any case, have you managed to successfully bring me my creature? I'm just going to...
There it is.
Oh my god. I know I forgot something.
And she takes the ball from Hela and says, thank you. And secretes it away. That's some large weapons you've brought with you. And is that a head?
Uh-huh.
Did you bring a bleeding, disgusting head into my throne room?
Uh-huh.
She like wiggles her fingers and the head is cauterized and all the blood is gone.
Okay, that's good. Cuts out some work for me.
That's disgusting. Please don't do that again.
I did it with the dragon head too.
You do that to other people if I gave you a list?
Do what?
I mean-
Cauterize them?
Yeah.
You're going to have to do me some exceptional favors for me to help you out with something like that.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll have a conversation when you're a little more advanced in your horde experience.
Just, we'll figure it out once I get to 7 people's worth, and we'll talk then.
She has an expression on her face which is a strange mix of distaste and slight admiration for your sheer audacity. Well, you did well. As usual, you will be paid 500 gold each for the work that you have done today. Thank you for your time. And efforts. And work. Off you go.
Happily trot out of the room with my head and my sword.
Yeah, just scraping on the floor.
Did we get the money yet, or are we getting the money later? I'm not asking her, I'm asking DM.
The money appears in your, like, you'd get it from your guild, I would say. She doesn't lower herself to handle the financials personally.
That's fine. I just want to know if I could try to pickpocket somebody who was a jerk to me during the campaign today.
You have to wait and do it later. Although, to be fair, the person who was the biggest jerk to you has done a lot of missions and therefore probably has quite a lot of gold on her. I'm just saying. Anyway, that brings us to the end of today's adventure. As always, thank you for being here and being part of this, you 6 beautiful humans. This was great fun. Thank you to everyone who has watched us today. It's awesome to have you here and keeping us company on these crazy adventures. Thank you especially to those of you who subscribed. That's awesome. That helps us a lot. You're great. We love you. We may start doing some little subscription goal giveaways as well as our break ones, because that would be super cool. And yeah, we will see you next week. We are doing the Flying Carpet, which is a heist adventure, which I'm really looking forward to.
I'm so sad I didn't get in on that one.
Adventurers are going to attempt to break into a bandit king's home and steal a flying carpet from him. So we will see how that goes. It'll be a bit different to what we've done up to now. I'm quite excited about it.
Can I play the Bandit King? Never mind.
So, can I play the Bandit King? So yeah, you guys, we will see you there, same time, same place next week. Thank you for being here, and remember to stay awesome. Be great. Do something cool today. We love you very much. Mwah.
Bye.